to return. He's getting himself going here on an exercise bike in the locker room, but he's available to return, so good news for American.
Good news indeed. Hopefully see him out on the floor quickly. So how they kind of piece this together until they get him back. Jim, let's see how they handle this for the next couple of minutes.
I think the key thing right now is just not to turn the basketball over.
Sprouse, his hot three-point shooting continues for both teams. The Eagles now 3 of 6 from deep.
And he actually started 8 out of the first 9 games this year for them, but then has come off the bench and gives them a little uptick in the offense.
This is Lipscomb going to get him reset into the corner. Three-pointer well set into the corner. Three-pointer well short from Patrick Hague, who's just checked into the game now for Donnie Lind.
Everybody is letting it rip quickly, aren't they?
Here comes Mayock, sealed off. Up top, Sprouse looking for some daylight. Mayock, little floater, nice little soft touch. Nice little soft touch. And we are tied.
One of the things we're seeing American do well right now is they like to get a shot up in the first 7 seconds or so, but they're patient if they don't get that. And so they're working both sides of the floor.
Three-pointer a little bit too much, fight for the floor. Three-pointer a little bit too much, fight for the rebound. Cordelia has been terrific so far.
Nice little tip to himself. That's going to be a little body bump.
And here comes Rogers.
Interesting. He's not played enough minutes really for a guy like that who plays quite a back years. And maybe they're figuring out that the 8-minute media timeout is coming in another minute. Give him an extra time. Oh, wow, that's not going to work.
Against Adebayo, and that's a potentially big call.
See if he moves the left side. You see that left? That's a good call. He's just moving. It looks like he's trying to avoid that foul, but he did not.
Look at where these two teams sit in the baby brackets. Winner moving on Friday, that date, first round against Duke, the #1 seed in the East. This is Lipscomb, shot clock at 12 seconds, puts it on the deck, couple of fakes, and he's going to shoot free throws. Well done. With 8:22 left, got some kind of physique.
Yeah, he sure
Not your
does.
typical point guard. What a player he's been from the Mount in his career over the last couple of years. So you see the little drought now for American, trying to jumpstart their offense, and right on cue, it's Sprouse. The junior out of Pembroke Pines, Florida, and he's got 9 for the Eagles.
There's that rhythm. They try to get into it pretty quickly.
Adebayo playing with 2. Boy, a little bit of contact, and he puts it down.
Well, that's a smart play, too, by Adebayo. Adebayo right there, too.
Rodgers was able to actually put a little bit of weight on that leg just as he was walking into the locker room. But, boy, just spending some time with Dwayne Simpkins yesterday and listening to him talk about Rodgers, who has been the star player for this American team. It's hard to put into words what he's meant to this program. So now they got to go a little bit deeper into their bench. Mason Whitaker has checked into the game. Shot clock down to 6. Sprouse from 3. Splash!
Very good.
Splash!
Very good read by Sprouse just then, and he was clapping a little bit to get the attention of his teammate to release that ball out front. Sprouse
hit those 3 threes in the championship game of the Patriot League tournament final against Navy. He's picked up where he's left off. Look at that play. Cordelia sends him back. Navy's picked up where he's left off. Look at that play. Cordelia sends him back.
That was a telegraph shot just then.
Hobbs a little bit flat on the 3. Rebound Stevens.
Shot just then.
Hobbs a little bit flat on the 3. Rebound Stevens.
Comes the pace again. Get ready.
Stevens transition 3. That's good. And the Eagles punching back.
What a great reaction on the offensive end. The star player heads to the locker room again, and what do? They come down and really just energize it, even though one shot got blocked. 2 really good efforts.
Stevenson, the senior out of Waco, Texas, All-Patriot League, third team. Cordelia, boys, this had too much for the Eagles in tight. Had too much for the Eagles in tight. And he's got 14.
Terrific release pass, too, by Keys just then. Timed it perfectly on the right side. He was kind of protecting himself so he didn't lose the ball, and then released it for an easy bucket.
So we crossed the 4-minute mark. Sprouse a little bit short that time from three. We crossed the 4-minute mark. Sprouse a little bit short that time from three.
Yeah, a little contested. His other ones were really uncontested. That one was better on the defense with the hand in his face.
Mount St. Mary's
trying to block the shot. Moved the ball slightly and finished it off.
Jim, the shooting efficiency we've seen for both of these two teams is we're going to get an illegal 7th with 2:11 left to play in this first half.
Yeah, American has to keep this score right where it is or less going into this half for the last 2 minutes.
Mount St. Mary's coming in off their first ever MAC title in just their 3rd season in the league. And more free throws coming up for the Mountaineers. Our Atlantis to Carmelo Pacheco, their sharp shooting from a man from 3. Really excellent for them in the MAC tournament.
It sure was.
With nearly 13 per game. Trying to make up a lot of that scoring punch. Final 90 seconds of the half to travel. 2 seconds now left in the half. Another look at where the two teams sit. These two 16 seeds fighting for the right to move on to Raleigh, North Carolina on Friday afternoon.
I think they look to get one of your bigs down low. Post up. Let them do some work on the blocks. Whoop, you're not going to
That's a palming violation.
Palming, no.
So 1:17 left.
Big possession here. They'll probably get 2 possessions to the Mounts 1 here. Let's see if they can make something happen.
The American Eagles, most wins in a season for them in 14 years. They went 22-12, 13 wins in the Patriot League. As Smalls misfires on a 3, Reeves in the Patriot League. As Smalls misfires on a 3, rebound Hobbs.
Nice little set that they ran with the go right and flare left. Still go for the post if I could.
Here comes Lipscomb. Boy, he's just got too much strength. Basket now will not count.
And Adebayo.
Then if you've just joined us, American losing their star player, Matt Rogers, the preseason player of the year in the Patriot League, going down with a right knee injury. Done for the night. Now the Eagles, the rest of the Eagles forced to fend for themselves. There's seconds now left in the half. Stevens was barely able to get it into Whitaker. This is Smalls, graduate senior. Sprouse. Stevens.
Wow, is he quick?
Nifty handle. Elevates. Pretty. Elevates. Pretty.
Try to guard that. Finally, a little action in the paint area or going towards the basket rather than just shooting the threes.
Second basket for Stevens. This is Hobbs. That's a three-pointer.
Yeah, it's quite a bit to ask for Michaels to keep putting the ball in his hands and making things happen. Let's see if they can get back to putting the ball on the floor and making something happen going towards the basket. There's a small versus big. They keep going, looking for the blocks, though, don't they?
Whitaker deflected into the hands of Stevens. Shot clock at 8. Stevens going to pull, and he buries it. Where you get the feeling, Stevens going to have a big night if they're going to stay within striking distance.
Keep in mind also that they have 3 or 4 guys, 2 of them on the floor that are graduate players, another senior and a junior, so they do have experience, so they shouldn't get rattled by the big moment having to play.
Boy, nice little flick at the cup by Adebayo.
Is just focusing on the blocks right now. Get the ball to the paint, make it happen.
Adebayo, the redshirt junior, all-MAC second team. He was the tournament MVP after a sensational run to help get the Mountaineers here to the first 4 in Dayton. He's given the Mount a double-digit, 9-point lead, I should say. With 3 and change gone by, ball not even close from deep. With 3 and change gone by, ball not even close from deep.
He only shoots it at 19%. That's why they're laying off him. They did that in the first half also. He's got to drive that. He can't shoot that. He's got to drive that. Even if he picks up a charge, be aggressive with it.
Here comes Irvin, sets the table underneath on a Adebayo. Oh, his body contort. His body contort and spin it all over the place. 11-point lead.
Yeah, that's when you know you're in a little bit of trouble right there when that shot goes in.
Four minutes gone by, second half. This is Whitaker picking up the dribble. Jones from deep. Big shot for the Eagles.
Let's try to win one for Rodgers if we can.
A teaching moment there for the freshmen as they sit Michaels down. They've had to go deep into their bench with now Rodgers done for the night. Atlantis Keys quiet so far. Step back three. He sticks it. He sticks it.
Just barely got away without carrying that ball just then. It was a high dribble. It's indicated by the official.
What a stroke by Keys to get some of that momentum back for the Mount. Three-pointer from Sprouse, a little bit. Three-pointer from Sprouse, a little bit short, and a loose ball foul. He's going to get it back.
Who was the first guy leading the charge? There he is, right there.
We saw him at the podium here. He's got all kinds of personality, and he is hoping his papa can get these Mountaineers into that first round. If the 38-year-old head coach, I told you about his story here as a video coordinator for the Shaka Smart and that staff with VCU in 2011. Sprouse on a three-point. They needed that one. Sprouse on a three-point. They needed that one. Off the back iron, and the Mountaineers in control with a 13-point lead.
It's a good set, too, down the other side. Just a little long on that shot, a quick release.
Adebayo has been magnificent. That time misses everything. Been magnificent. That time misses everything.
Whitaker just stayed in his way. There you go, run it down.
Jones set up, boy, they got him. Fingertip on it. What a defensive recovery. Jones set up, boy, they got him. Fingertip on it. What a defensive recovery by Keys. And then he's at the other end. Lipscomb, Adebayo, short.
And then finish it off.
A Mount St. Mary's team, Jim, again, it's only in their third year in the MAC. They were predicted to finish 11th out of the 13 teams in the conference. They ended up winning the conference championship to earn their trip here to Dayton. And they are 9 minutes and change away from a trip to the first round of the dance. Just amazing run that it has been. Terrell Ard, one of their most valuable big men off the bench, with that Achilles injury that he sustained on the second to last day of February. Jones, big answer for the Eagles. Big answer for the Eagles. What they're playing so desperate for some scoring.
And not only that, but they got to find the stops defensively right now. Mount St. Mary's is very comfortable on the offensive end.
Just no answers.
Yeah, the Bigs are starting to take over this. Yeah, the Bigs are starting to take over this game. Predictably so.
Mount St. Mary's, they hit the 70-point mark. They're 14-1 this season when they have hit 70 in a game this season.
Is America going to be able to shoot their way back into this game? Not if the Mount is going to paint and pile it up points.
Mayock, one of their best three-point shooters, attacks, gives to Jones, and then it's poked out of bounds. He's in better than 36% from that three-point line. Shot clock down to 1. They've got a fire corner three, and Hobbs is called for the 4th year with the school. Just tells you about the makeup of his team. Tightly knit group of kids. We'll give them all kinds of credit.
And that's why you knew they would.
We'll give them all kinds of credit.
And that's why you knew they would come out and play hard in the second half. They ran into Mount St. Mary's, who made a terrific adjustment at the half to turn this into a paint game, and they went up 40-22 on the paint points overall.
Yeah, this night all about the Mountaineers from Mount St. Mary's. Their best season as a Division I program just got better.
The tournament, Mo, have come from the free throw line, a lot of them courtesy of that guy. As a team in the semifinal, they were 35 of 42 from the line.
And he's just hard to contain. He's got such great body control, change of speed. Wasn't it fun talking to him after the shoot-around today? Just great personality, future leader in our country, and he is a leader on the court as well.
Mayock going strong, gets it to go. Now the sophomore from Berwyn, PA, going strong, gets it to go. Now the sophomore from Berwyn, PA, out of the Westtown School. One of the top three-point shooters in the league last year at 42%. But there are a couple of games this year, Mo, where he didn't score, and a couple where he didn't take a shot. So renewed confidence for him, and that's big for AU. Kehoe on the ground.
Shooter, terrific last year. You mentioned some struggles, but he's a great piece off the bench because he's got a lot of experience and he can really score.
Talked about this American team playing a lot of players and having experience. They were class of the league for a good chunk of the year before dropping 2 of 3 down the stretch to fall into a first-place tie with Bucknell. Bison got the top seed for the tournament. They shared the regular season title. Mayock again. Gets it to go. Gets it to go. Another key bucket for Mayock. He's got 4 and the lead back to double digits.
Yeah, I love how he keeps the ball so high. There's Benini, a little 1-2 step. Boy, can he get to so high. There's Benini, a little 1-2 step. Boy, can he get to the rim.
He can contort his body. Ed DeChellis talks about you just can't teach it. Benini now fighting for it on the deck against Jones. Can't teach it. Benini now fighting for it on the deck against Jones. And another held ball. This one going to go back.
Fun to watch. Leading scorer in the Patriot League and just terrific at getting to the rim.
The guy that you look and you probably hate to see him on the other team, but you love when he's on yours.
Oh, man, absolutely.
Draper leaving off for Kehoe. And Mason Whitaker, to the senior from New Zealand, working some gritty defense, but the senior from New Zealand working some gritty defense, but called.
As we mentioned, ball back to Navy. Watch Benini coming back in out of bounds.
Johnson instead calls it. Kim, offensive
bounds.
Johnson instead calls it. Kim, offensive rebound. Couple of big threes early, and now that putback too.
8 big points, and he's going to have to continue to score. Navy finding a way down 6.
There you see the offensive rebounding numbers. Been a hallmark of Navy teams in recent years. Going to get second chance points.
Some Navy fans chiming in here. Short drive over from Annapolis. Navy lacrosse team here. Saw Coach Joe Amplo before the game. What an atmosphere in here today. Just electric.
Sprouse trying to break down Benini. Does! That was nasty.
Wow. That is a tough guard, and threes are falling for American.
5 of 9 for a team that averages 8 triples per game, but they've shot 43% from 3 the last 3 games. And they're at 56% in the early going league tournament final, back-to-back in 2008 and 2009. The lead 9 here for AU. Under 4 left to go first half. Jason Knapp, Mo Casera, Deanna Martin, our CBS Sports Network crew for this Patriot League men's final. Johnson attacking the baseline and a block foul called there on Mason Whitaker. Noon Sunday here on CBS Sports Network. Lehigh, Holy Cross, Army, Bucknell, the last 4 on the women's side still alive, with the semifinals coming tomorrow night and the championship game here on the network Sunday. And again, like in the men's side, at the home of the highest seed, no neutral courts throughout the Patriot League tournament. Where you finish in the regular season decides who has home court. The Better your seed, better chance you have to play in your own building. Your seed, better chance you have to play in your own building. An American reaping the rewards of that tonight, especially Matt Mayock, who's thriving here in front of this crowd.
Great long arms, long reach, playing within himself, 6 big points.
This game goes his way, he'll have plenty of opportunity to do so.
Kiana, thanks. Coach said he didn't want to go to a different part of the country for a job. AU was right at home, found high character guys, and he's fit in nicely. And talked about some of the guys he's worked with over the years. Morgan Wooten, his high school coach. Gary Williams at Maryland, taking Morgan Wooten, his high school coach. Gary Williams at Maryland, taking pieces from everybody he's worked with and putting them to good use with his program here at AU. Off the giveaway, Greg Jones driving inside. I believe they'll get Mike on the road at BU. Almost went back-to-back. They lost a roller coaster ride of a game at Lafayette in the 2015 final. Then a couple of years ago, heartbreaking double overtime loss in the semifinal round. Coaching change made. And now Dwayne Simpkins here in year 2. Coaching change made. And now Dwayne Simpkins here in year 2 has this team about 15 minutes away, potentially, from going back to the tournament for the first time since 2014. Draper watches that rim out. Draper watches that rim out.
You know, one last point on Dwayne Simpkins. One of the greatest coaching moves that he made was to get Matt Rogers and Elijah Stevens, Lincoln Ball, to all stay here in D.C. and finish this thing out. This is a veteran group, a lot of experience, and a lot of credit to Dwayne and his coaching staff to get them to stay, because they are on their way to the NCAA tournament if they can keep this thing going.
Teammate instead to the opposition, and the easy jam for Rogers, who leads all scorers with 15. And again, that field goal percentage consistently good. Both halves thus far for the consistently good. Both halves thus far for the Eagles. Ganini again under heavy duress. Again under heavy duress. Not able to earn a call.
Campy fans over from Annapolis.
Under 7 to go. See if the Mids have a push here. Turning up the defense in the backcourt. Mayock able to clear it up front for Lincoln Ball. AU's missed its last 6 shots from the floor, but still in a comfortable spot, up 13. 6 left in the shot clock. Stevens in trouble. Doesn't get anything off. Mom Christie documenting that. And Mo, you talked about it. The biggest play of the year for American happened in the offseason.
Yep.
It was keeping that guy here back for a 5th year.
Hey, how about ending your career, going to the NCAA tournament on your home court and making your last shot? Going to the NCAA tournament on your home court and making your last shot.
Sure, that's one of the things that Dwayne Simpkins was selling Matt Rogers on.
Exact moment right there,
Yep.
and it just happened right in front of us on national TV. And awesome performance by a terrific player, terrific student athlete. The Eagles can taste it.
Regular season, again, Navy defensively had the Eagles locked down, but tonight AU able to spread its wings and maybe soaring on to the NCAA tournament. We're a little more than a minute away as Stevens gets another minute away as Stevens gets another bucket. Eagles walking it up. Timeout. The likes of Matt Rogers, Elijah Stevens, Lincoln Ball, Colin Jones, Jeff Sprouse. Whole host of guys. Balanced attack tonight. Rogers led the way, but a lot of guys involved. Off the bench, Adrian Samuel. Off the bench, Adrian Samuels looking to get a bucket. And some of the backups getting some time here for AU down the stretch. Same deal for Navy, Jack Medali. Same deal for Navy, Jack Medali. Sophomore from Tennessee gets a bucket, but AU going to get the bigger prize. It is
in this game. Led it 12-4. American since then has had the run of play. We're tied at 14. American scored 10 of the game's last 12, but it's Carlesimo out of the time. Game's last 12, but it's Carlesimo out of the time now drilling the long ball. A 38% three-point shooter for the Raiders as Colgate has regained the lead. Colgate's leading scorer and top rebounder, Jeff Woodward, 2 fouls. He's on the bench. So the men's tournament bracket for the Patriot League. Navy just pulled the stunner over Bucknell. They're in the championship game. They will travel to the winner of this game. Gorgeous step back, but it was tipped by Cox. Jalen Cox. Gorgeous step back, but it was tipped by Cox. Jalen Cox named to the all-defensive team earlier this week.
Seeing why I was able to get through 2 screens on that possession and get a hand on that step back. Just great effort defensively from Cox.
Sam Wright in a whistle with a couple of hands. So these are some key moments with 6:32 to avoid picking up that third.
If I'm American on the offensive end, I'm attacking him every single time down the floor.
Turning the corner, Nicholas Louis-Jacques, who's more of a shooter. Cox float game in the paint off the glass. Cox float game in the paint off the glass. He has 8. Colgate's 19.
That was a nice little fade as he went up to avoid the shot blocker, create space for that floater.
Fading to the corner, Strauss can't deliver. Fading to the corner, Strauss can't deliver. Colgate looking for their 8th ever Patriot.
All about what you do in the conference tournament. Stevens has delivered here.
However you want to categorize it, it's a high level of play in the Patriot League. Always is. And Colgate typically the standard. 4-time defending tournament champions in the Patriot League. And Jeff Woodward bullies his way inside. Winner of this game takes on Navy Wednesday for the Patriot League Championship. And with this conference having home sites throughout the tournament, the winner of this game will host the 5 seed. Ball retrieves in the backcourt.
Seeing Colgate start to pick up their intensity and pressure defensively.
Smalls, tough angle. Bounces twice off the rim. Smalls, tough angle. Bounces twice off the rim. Dances around, won't fall. Chandler Baker rebounds. Where does Colgate go?
I think it's the high ball screen, that 2-man action right there.
Woodward dances into the paint. Around the rim, won't fall. Woodward dances into the paint. Around the rim, won't fall.
That's the second time. That's the perfect play. You get a short roll situation with Woodward because American is putting 2 on the basketball. He just has to be able to convert on that because American a lot of times is late on the rotations.
Colin Smalls, jab step move. Whips a dime to the top of the arc. Mayock on the drive, lays it in. Finishes over the on the drive, lays it in. Finishes over the player standing at 6'11".
I thought Cox helped a little bit too much, which made it a long closeout.
Transition through,
which made it a long closeout.
Transition 3, Carlesimo can't get it. What a stint from Mayock for American. 7 points all in this second half. Freshman, Nausatis. Aggressive mentality off the bench. Somebody who will shoot it from all angles. Shot clock down to 3. How about this angle? Rebound volley, ball touched it. How about this angle? Rebound volley, ball touched it. Mayock scoops. Thought about the three, instead slows it up for the deliberate American offense.
The ball's never going to really shoot that wide open, but it's only taken 29 threes on the year, only made 6.
Late shot clock here. Smalls against Woodward. Are you serious? Goes up against Woodward. Are you serious? Goes up top over the player 6'11". 12-point American lead. It's getting away from Colgate here in this second half. Woodward step through move, and boy, did the Raiders need that one. Boy, did the Raiders need that one.
He's had those pretty much this entire second half, where he's gotten those short roll situations, whether it's off handoffs or ball screens, and usually really good in that paint area. He's missed some bunnies, but able to finish that one.
Double-double for Woodward, 12 and 10. Mayock,
great three-point shooter's hands.
American trying to run through the tape and have another home game for a conference tournament championship. We'll take on Navy Wednesday on CBS Sports Network, 7 Eastern. Shot clock at 10. Stevens knifes in the paint. Small bullseye! American bullseye! American one step closer to the Patriot League championship game.
Because of that, the help side has to come over against the roll against Rogers. That leaves the shooter wide open. Smalls, who now has 12 points.
On the other side, the shooter drills it, and Jalen.
That's the 4th free throw missed by the Eagles.
And that is very unlike them this season. Savicevic getting it over. Here's Chaikin. Phillips. Vanderbond with Mason Whitaker, who's checked onto the floor, shadowing him. Vanderbond, as the shot clock winds down, Smalls tips it away. Collin able to gather, gets it, winds down, Smalls tips it away. Collin able to gather, gets it back to Stevens. Now here's Sprouse, he's open, puts up the three, too strong off the back end of the iron. Sprouse, he's open, puts up the three, too strong off the back end of the iron.
Rushed it a little bit. A little too strong. Eagles are doing a real nice job, though, forcing the Lafayette to start their offense with 15 seconds on the clock. They're really putting a good ball pressure on the defensive end.
Here's Chaikin, now Vanderbond. Getting it to Phillips, looking toward Vanderbond again, trying to get open on Whitaker. Now he gets the ball, Vanderbond trying to work his way, bounce pass, streaking in and scoring there is Savicevic. Bounce pass, streaking in and scoring there is Savicevic. His first points of the game.
Greg Jones turned his head a little bit, anticipating the shot, and his man got a layup.
Savicevic with his first points of the game. Stevens circling around. Mason Whitaker. Stevens will take it, gets it over to Jones. Greg, as the shot clock again winds down. A second left on it, fadeaway shot. That's going to be a shot clock violation. Second left on it, fadeaway shot. That's going to be a shot clock violation. 5, just north of 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Here's Smalls. Now Jones. Stevens flips it over to Whitaker. Mason has it on the deck. Jones will take it back. Knocked away there by Pettit. He was in. Take it back. Knocked away there by Pettit. He was in the passing lane. He'll take it the other way. Lays it up and in.
It's the second time we've
away. Lays it up and in.
It's the second time we've seen him do that, right? He got
the steal and the deuce.
2 breakaways.
7-point lead for Lafayette with $1:49 to play here in the first.
Curious to see if Rogers is going to sit this whole half. We only got 1:40 to go. It's a big 1:40, by the way.
It is, momentum-wise and obviously score-wise, as Jones.
As I speak, Rogers getting ready to check back in.
Works in, can't get it to go, loose ball, and it'll be...
Check back in.
Works in, can't get it to go, loose ball, and it'll be collected there by Savicevic.
Leopards are in no rush.
There's Vanderbond, bounces it underneath. Phillips turns it around, drains it.
This time, another assist for Vanderbilt.
Have been scoreless for 6:23. Over 6 minutes.
Coming out of the timeout, Elijah missed a free throw, trying to get a 3-point play.
During that time, Lafayette on a 14-0 run.
Now they call timeout. Let's see if they go two.
Putting it in for the Leopards. Savicevic. As we mentioned, about 15 seconds separate game clock from shot clock. Savicevic now Chaikin. Vanderbond going to work. Whitaker has him turn around and he's still able to hit it. Nice shot there. Has him turn around and he's still able to hit it. Nice shot there for Vanderbond.
I'm going to give him credit for using the backboard there. I wasn't so sure he meant to do that, but he looks smooth at it.
Vanderbond, the Patriot League Defensive Player of the Year this year. Tonight, showing off both the defense and the offense.
Lafayette has a foul to give, and they take one. In fact, they got one more foul to give, too.
Here's Williams, the freshman. Vanderbond, the senior. Savicevic underneath. Chaikin streaking to the basket.
Well set up again, coming out of a time.
Chaikin streaking to the basket.
Well set up again, coming out of a timeout. Coach McGarvey did the backdoor cut, get a layup.
Chaikin with 17 points. Whitaker. Here's Mayock. Sprouse will hand it back to Stevens. Whitaker, the senior, puts it on the deck from New Zealand. Here's Greg Jones driving to the rack, can't get it to go. Whitaker, right place, right time, put back. Jones driving to the rack, can't get it to go. Whitaker, right place, right time, put back is there. Whitaker, get it to go. Whitaker, right place, right time, put back is there. Whitaker with his first points.
Greg Jones setting it up, the hard aggressive drive. Big fella blocks it. Whitaker there to clean it up.
Whitaker traveling over 8,900 miles. Whitaker traveling over 8,900 miles to play here at AU.
Turnover Lafayette right there, Vanderbond.
Here's Stevens, Eli. Circling around, trying to get it to Sprouse. Knocked away there by Savicevic. Smalls checks out for the Eagles. Here's Chaikin, he's wide open, puts up the three, nails another one. Sixth made the three, nails another one. Sixth made three for Chaikin.
Lafayette regains the lead by one.
57-56, just under 8 minutes to play here in quarterfinal action here in DC.
Back and forth we go, game of runs. Got to steal some time here with Rogers on the bench.
Here's Mayock. Stevens works it over to Mayock as the shot clock winds down. Mayock twisting, turning, shooting. Not able to get it to fall, but does draw the foul. As Rogers walks down toward the end of the bench, taking a few deep breaths.
Yeah, he looks tired. Quick break, though. Timeout coming under 4.
Williams circling around. Now Phillips gets in a little closer, fighting his way in. Shot is no good. Nice defense again from Lincoln Ball. Fighting his way in. Shot is no good. Nice defense again from Lincoln Ball. Here's Mayock. He's pushing the pace. Slings it over in the corner. Sprouse, no good.
The first half, 7:38 left to go. Again, that's been an issue for this American team, which has played more aggressive defense this year. They average about 19 fouls per game. That's the most in the Patriot League. Bottom 30 in the country out of 350 teams. And how this game's called could influence things. Mentioned 54 free throws shot in the first. 54 free throws shot in the first meeting between the teams as it was tight all the way through.
Yeah, American, a very physical team, also a deep team, as I've mentioned. I will say that charge, you know, sometimes that charge that Kyle Carlissimo took, sometimes those are the type of plays that can really energize your team, you know, not only for this game, but, you know, heading into the playoffs. Mayock!
Wow, that is massive.
Mayock!
Wow, that is massive. Matt Mayock. Patriot League All-Rookie team last year, 42% from three, just 32% this year. But if he can be a consistent force from beyond the arc, that bodes well for the Eagles in March.
Yeah, made a couple nice passes here early.
Speaking of good passes, Woodward to the corner. Baker pressures down that corner. Baker pressures down that spot and hits.
Yeah, when Woodward touches it, good things happen. His development over his time here just been tremendous under Matt Langle and his staff. And, you know, back to Mayock, another sophomore that's got great range.
Nauseda's heat check, not able to.
That's got great range.
Nauseda's heat check, not able to knock down a third three of the half. Cox working around Mason Whitaker, the senior from New Zealand. Cox working around Mason Whitaker, the senior from New Zealand. Turnover. Sprouse for Nausedas.
Another turnover for Jalen. Another turnover for Jalen Cox. And the pressure in the backcourt for American, you see the depth and athleticism. They can get after the basketball.
AU on top here, 24-23. Colgate's led by as many as 6, and AU just a single-point lead. Woodward looking to spin through, stripped underneath, and they'll say a foul as well. Believe Elijah Stevens with rare misses.
Yeah,
he's 86%, second best in the league.
And Matt Langle staying with Jalen Cox with the 2 fouls. Kind of limited at that point guard position, especially against this terrific hedging American defense. Aggressive double team or hedging defense. You've got to move the basketball. You've got to pass it right away. See, that double team, you've got to get rid of the basketball, because if you do, somebody's wide open. Aggressive defense on the half court.
Lob in for Whitaker. Where the Eagles go to again with out their go-to guy. Rogers with 2 fouls. Been on the bench. Mayock regathered on that 3. And Mayock regathered on that 3 and watched it spin out. Sam Wright lost the handle.
It's just been incredible.
Again, 2 teams shooting near 60% in the half. Smalls can't. 2 teams shooting near 60% in the half. Smalls can't stick it on the corner 3 opportunity. Colgate just 1 of 7 from outside the arc in recent times. Louis Jacques, little extra there. Louis Jacques, little extra there. Whitaker with a key rebound. Wayne Simpkins liking what the senior, who's been hurt a lot in his career, has been able to do off the bench, giving them some key minutes here and there, especially now with Rogers in foul trouble. Sprouse draining a foul trouble. Sprouse draining a 6th triple of the half for AU.
Terrific ball movement again. Side, top side, make the defense move. Really good for American here in the first half. Make the defense move. Really good for American here in the first half.
Baker and Colgate can't match. AU lengthening its largest lead of the game at 8, and a timeout there for the Eagles.
Guard and American calls the timeout here. Big possession for both teams here. Colgate down 8, and American kind of got him on the ropes here with this offensive execution.
Sprouse has 3 of the assists thus far for AU. Ball. Nausedas, little floater, too strong. Nausedas, little floater, too strong. Woodward the board. 2-man game with Baker, who can't hit from the baseline. Game with Baker, who can't hit from the baseline.
And the last possession was one of Colgate's better team defense of possessions, and Baker kind of no man's land there in between. You know, such a good 3-point shooter, just not a great look on offense.
American gotten a lift off the bench. 21 of their 34 points have come from off the bench. Matt Rogers sat the last 7+ minutes with 2 fouls here in the half, and AU able to lengthen the lead. Ball deep in the shot clock. Half, and AU able to lengthen the lead. Ball deep in the shot clock. Can't get anything.
5th year, and Boy, he has delivered, hasn't he?
6th all-time leading scorer, AU history.
Mom's happy.
Yeah, Mom Christie looking on. History.
Mom's happy.
Yeah, Mom Christie looking on. Jones off another giveaway for Colgate. Stevens. Wade Simpkins with a hand up, telling them to wait, and now directing some traffic. They can afford to be patient with this double-digit lead. Stevens step back, got it! A killer deep in the shot clock for the Eagle point guard.
Well, that was 2 point guards. The coach and his floor general operating together. Big possession for American.
Matching the largest lead of the game for the Eagles at 14. Cox kick, Jones, yes! But those open threes converted, few and far between for Colgate, just 5 of 19 from long range of the game.
Yeah, California kids there, former high school teammates, connecting, and now it's defensive stops. Crowd comes alive here. Got to string them together for Colgate.
Whitaker giving Rogers a breather on the bench. Good look for Jones in the corner. And he rattles it down. Wow. Triple number. And he rattles it down. Wow. Triple number 11 in the game for AU.
How about the ball movement and the execution for American on the road?
6 different players have a 3. 4 of them have multiple triples. Cox pull up. Cox pull up. Josh Ire, first year from Alberta in Canada, in for Colgate, trying to provide a spark. Stevens surging around. Mayock pull up. Mayock pull up. Carlesimo with the board. Jones will launch it. And hit. Has gotten a little more comfortable. Now has 5 assists, 5 points, 3 steals in the game. Colgate trying to hang around, make this last 4-minute or so stretch intriguing.
Well, if you're American here, take care of the basketball. Value the ball. Get a good shot every possession. Take time off the clock. If you're Colgate, you got to play without fouling.
Stevens. Tricky little shot in the paint.
Not fouling.
Stevens. Tricky little shot in the paint. And the rebound there for Ire. Cox again. Kick. Louis Jacques. Too strong.
Man, that was a
kick. Louis Jacques. Too strong.
Man, that was a big shot for Colgate. That was the one, and he knew it too. The senior here on senior day needed that one to cut it to 7.
And now Stevens can walk around, kill some clock. Mayock with 5 on the shot clock into the body of Louis Jacques. And
Eagles with 16 fouls. Midshipman with 3.
Here's Nasadis. Now Stevens works it to Whitaker, seeing his first minutes of the game. Stevens right back to Whitaker. Mason in a little bit of trouble, so it's going to be
Fine offense in the lineup right now with these 5 on the floor.
That was whistled on Cam Cole. Here's Mayock. Now Nasadis. He puts up the 3 ball, rattles around, no good. Nasadis. He puts up the 3 ball, rattles around, no good. And it'll be Pinnock getting the rebound. Pinnock has been one of the bigger surprises for the Mids this season. He's really turned it on of late. Kehoe. Now here's Cole. Nasadis knocking it away. Here's Now here's Cole. Nacedis knocking it away. Here's Wyatt going the other way. Lays it up and in. The freshman with the deuce for the way. Lays it up and in. The freshman with the deuce for the Eagles. Lead back to AU.
Good job, Wyatt. Navy bench not happy with no call there. Good aggressive defense, Wyatt.
Wyatt's first points of the game. Here's Pennick. Long three ball for him is up and it's good. Three ball for him is up and it's good. You can hear the crowd go, ooh.
Yeah. Well, he's left his feet too. I mean, you're taking a long range shot and normally it's a push shot. That was a solid jump shot right there. Nothing but net.
Lead back to the mids, 21-19, so a back and forth affair. Something the first time these teams played, it's only one lead change. Here's Stevens, Eli, trying to find ball. It'll be Nacedis having to go back and corral it. Shot here's up, that's no good. Kehoe gets the rebound. Shot here's up, that's no good. Kehoe gets the rebound.
I like Wyatt. I mean, I think Wyatt gets happy when he gets the ball with only like 7 on the shot clock. You gotta like the freshman having the confidence he has. Not afraid to put it up. He's playing good defense.
He's also an outstanding football player, so that gives him some toughness as well. Nacedis.
A little too.
Coach DeChellis.
Navy with a 5-point lead.
Here's Nacedis. Navy with their biggest lead of the game. 2.5 to play here in the first. Nacedis to Stevens. Wyatt will take it back, trying to get it down to Whitaker, and a whistle. Three-point game. Mids have the lead.
Elijah denying.
Benini takes the inbounds. Collin on him. Now here's Aiden Kehoe. Puts it on the deck. Gets it to Pennick. Has it knocked. Kehoe puts it on the deck. Gets it to Pennick. Has it knocked away by Smalls.
Third time down the floor. 3 turnovers for Navy.
Here's Ball. Gets it to Stevens. Eli. Working with it. Whitaker's checked into the game for AU. The big New Zealander. Here's Ball. Lincoln driving, shooting, unable to get it to fall, and the rebound comes down for driving, shooting, unable to get it to fall, and the rebound comes down for Draper.
Lincoln's got to take that. He was right there, just missed the shot. Love to see him use the backboard. Backboard's your friend. Room for error when you use the backboard.
Here's Kehoe. Whitaker bumping him. Kehoe feeds to Benini amongst the trees. Benini able to put it up.
Navy back up 5.
Stevens. Looking toward Whitaker. Mason flips it right back to Eli. Long range shot for Stevens is up. Too strong, and the rebound for Draper. Long range shot for Stevens is up. Too strong, and the rebound for Draper.
Draper's done a nice job on the backboards. Lincoln tried to do a back tap. Draper said, no, not today.
Draper with a game-high 11 rebounds. Here's Kehoe out to Benini. Long-range style. Austin puts it up off the rim, no good. And Whitaker, Benini, long-range style. Austin puts it up off the rim, no good. And Whitaker able to corral it.
Benini got one up.
Here's Stevens behind the back. Underneath, Ball turns it around. Nice stick-to-itiveness for Lincoln. Able to net the deuce.
Good use of the dribble. Didn't panic, just took one dribble, got to the other side of the basket and laid it home.
Pulling the Eagles to within 3 again. Quick pass underneath.
Eagles have been in front.
Benini. Looking over toward Pennick. Now here's Woods. Benini takes it right back. Draper had it, then lost it for a second. 10 seconds on the shot clock as Woods gets in a little closer. He gets the bucket and draws. Woods also has a rebound and a steal. 2-point lead for the Mids, approaching the 8-minute mark in this one. Nausatis feeds the ball, handoff to Sprouse. Chest pass, Nausatis. He'll take it right back from Whitaker as Wyatt fires it out. Quick ball movement again. Here's Sprouse as he goes in. Has to back it out. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Jeff puts up the three-point attempt. Swish! Swish! Sprouse with the big swish. And the Eagles take the lead again.
Took a look at the shot clock, knew there was only 7 on it. A little step back 3, nothing but net.
I like that from Jeff. The junior from the Sunshine State showing up. Here's Kehoe. Backing his way in with an answer. Kehoe now with 10 points.
Just a physical move by Kehoe. Just back Whitaker down, a little jump hook. Back and forth we go, Dan.
Mids retake the lead, 54-53. Here's Jones. Greg with Kim on him. Driving in, threading the needle to ball. Lincoln in a lot of traffic, gets it out to Sprouse. Why not? Go back to him. Just a little bit too strong off the back, gets it out to Sprouse. Why not? Go back to him. Just a little bit too strong off the back end of the rim, but Whitaker gets the rebound.
Big rebound. The game, you're going to lose some of that flow you had early on until guys get their feet wet. It's pretty much exactly what we saw. Now let's see them settle down. Let's see what they run coming out of a timeout.
Here's Sprouse with Roy shadowing him. Game tied up 8 apiece. Eagles and Terriers. AU coming off the loss to Army West Point, 76-69. Terriers coming off a victory over Loyola Maryland, 68-66. Here's Roy in the paint, trying to find a friendly. Comes back out toward Brewster. Bobbing and weaving. Brewster puts up the shot, no good. Towering in is Chimezie to get the Brewster puts up the shot, no good. Towering in is Chimezie to get the rebounds. Whitaker on Chimezie, back at his way down, can't get it to fall. Loose ball, and Stevens will back at his way down, can't get it to fall. Loose ball, and Stevens will come away with it.
2 ideal opportunities for BU there. Brewster and Chibney, and they don't convert.
Eagles will now look to take advantage and take a lead. Whitaker has it on the deck. Here's Sprouse unloading, too strong off the back end of the iron. Here's Sprouse unloading, too strong off the back end of the iron. It'll be Brewster getting the rebound.
Sprouse not in rhythm there, didn't square up.
Quick sling there. Shot is good for Chimezie, his first points of the game. Shot is good for Chimezie, his first points of the game.
Chimezie has got a big body down low. Not afraid to bang.
Chimezie 6'8", 220, senior forward.
That's a generous 220.
Sprouse working his way in. Now Nausatis gives it to Stevens. Eli.
5 on the clock.
Out toward Jones. Greg drives his way in. That shot is short, knocked away. He stays, drives his way in. That shot is short, knocked away. He stays with it. Here's Stevens. Eli slings it to Whitaker. Mason streaking to the basket, gets the buckets. Mason streaking to the basket, gets the buckets.
Nice assist, Elijah Stevens. Dan, what led to that? Second shots. BU not cleaning up the defensive backboards.
Nice chemistry with Mason out there as well. The senior on senior day making his presence felt. Turnaround shot there is short. Nice defense there for... Turnaround shot there is short. Nice defense there for Whitaker.
Takedown down low. Nausatis says, don't worry about it. Let me take one.
Now Roy.
Nausatis says, don't worry about it. Let me take one.
Now Roy is looking to push the pace. Here's Brewster, long style, off the rim, no good. Brewster, long style, off the rim, no good.
sloppy here at Bender Arena right now. Two teams are tired, it appears to be.
Just over 9 minutes to play here in the first. Game all tied, 10 apiece. Stevens takes it right back from Whitaker, and a whistle. Looks like Kyron Alexander might have been to that.
Yeah.
And he's the league's top scorer, so it'll be interesting to see when he invades Bender Arena on Wednesday. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Stevens way off the pace, puts up the shot at the buzzer, and it is a shot clock. Puts up the shot at the buzzer, and it is a shot clock violation. Now, from our angle, it looked like that had a chance. Did not from the angle of how close it was to the iron.
It's still not a good look coming out of a timeout. You knew there was only so much you can do on the shot clock, and you ended up forcing one from deep.
Roy in some trouble. And there's going to be a foul.
Only 11 points. 27 seconds to go in a half.
9-point lead for the Eagles.
AU's right at that 40-point mark, Dan.
First team to 40.
Right there. Got 20 now.
Here's Brewster holding. Asks for Defty to come out to some help. Whitaker is on him. Now Abdullah creating a little space, puts up the shot and hits it. So Abdullah with a three-pointer. Both of those, much smaller sample size than his teammate Greg Jones, but both right at 86%. Eagles lead swells to 3.
AU elects to go with Whitaker over Michaels here to start this half. First big man off the bench. And a turnover. Look up, Whitaker. First big man off the bench. And a turnover. Look up, Whitaker's open for a dunk. Elijah says no. Let's get something better than that.
Eli driving toward the paint. Was looking toward Nasadis, I think.
Real good. Shake that one off.
That was something that Coach Simpkins said he noticed when he was looking at tape when he took the job here at AU prior to last season. Really liked the speed and the talent that Eli had, but said he noticed he turned the ball over a lot. Obviously, he's worked with him a lot on that and getting that number down. McNair. Now here's Alexander, who's checked back onto the floor, playing with 3 fouls as he goes
it's a jump
up.
Ball.
He's checked back onto the floor, playing with 3 fouls as he goes
it's a jump
up.
Ball.
Now Sadis. Warriors lead the Eagles. 7 minutes to play in regulation.
Let's watch the slip screen that they've been running regularly here. It's been working for hoops.
Here's Chemezi.
Here we do.
Now
They
Alexander
did it again.
works it over in the corner. 3-point attempt is up. That's off the rim, no good. Whitaker able to corner. 3-point attempt is up. That's off the rim, no good. Whitaker able to tip it toward Ball.
Actually, the play was effective again. Elijah had to help out, left a wide open 3 from the corner. BU cannot convert. It was a big miss right there. It could have been a 4-point game.
Stevens. Here's Whitaker, the senior, back over to Ball. Methodical run here for the Eagles, and Brewster getting a hand in there on Mayock. Oscars are coming up. 37-36, Eagles lead, 5:20 to play. Brewster motions toward Alexander. Now Whitaker grabs it toward Alexander. Now Whitaker grabs it. Nice job there of Whitaker. Quick hands for Mason. Stevens looks over toward Ball. Lincoln. Mason's calling for it. Ball instead goes to Jones. Greg hands it off Eli. Less than 5 minutes to play. Eli backs it off. Now creates a little space. Races in. The acrobatic move, no good. And the rebound for the Terriers. Races in. The acrobatic move, no good. And the rebound for the Terriers.
Real nice move by Elijah, though. Just got to finish. How about Whitaker on the other end with the steal?
Nice quick hands from Mason. He hasn't played a ton of minutes, Whitaker, this season, but he's played quality minutes. Long range shot there from Alexander, no good. Long range shot there from Alexander, no good. Rebound for the Eagles.
Haven't seen much of Sprouse this half. Good rebound there by Jeff. Mayock Rogers getting ready to check back in.
Jeff with the ball, works it over to Ball. Jeff will take it back. Sprouse driving, shot no good. Rebound for Whitaker. Sprouse driving, shot no good. Rebound for Whitaker. Abdullah gets it into Brewster. Here's Alexander. Chemezi gives it right back to Alexander. 5 seconds on the shot clock. And a whistle there.
It's perfectly fine.
Gets it into Alexander. Brewster takes it back. Three-point attempt is up. That's no good. Alexander. Brewster takes it back. Three-point attempt is up. That's no good. McNair slings it over to Alexander as he drives in. Loses a handle on it, but does draw the foul. A little shy. A little taller than that, I think.
And Flash Stevens knocks both free throws down. AU's been
7-point lead for AU. Brewster looking to get in tighter. Now works it over. McNair, three-point attempt, rattles home.
Lachkowski on the floor for Kevin Kuick. Inbounds to Sprouse. And Army picking up three-quarter court. Now Stevens brings it across right to left for the Eagles. Curry defending up top. Stevens waiting to start the offense. Takes it left wing. Now it's Sprouse at the top. Left wing three-point shot in and out in the offensive rebound. Left wing three-point shot in and out in the offensive rebound. Back out to Sprouse. Sprouse inside the arc is Mason Whitaker, a senior in the game for the first time. Another big body. Mayock left wing the ball. Back to Sprouse. American with it. 7 to shoot, 6 to shoot. Sprouse off a screen from Whitaker. Now takes a second screen. Ball open three. Left corner off the side rim as the shot clock ran out. And the ball open three. Left corner off the side rim as the shot clock ran out. And the rebound, Army. Rucker ahead to Curry on the far sideline as we come down to 6 minutes left in the first half. American leading by 2. Scovins on the right wing. Baseline drive in the paint. Comes to a jump stop. Has it pulled away and looking to get rid of it. Then run into from behind. And that should be a foul, and it is. And just got it barged into Scovins, who was sitting on the floor. Curry, right corner, a three, and it's good. So Ryan Curry continuing his hot hand. He's got 15. Americans got the lead back 26-25 with 5:35 left in this opening half. Sprouse to Stevens. Deep out on the right wing. Ball to Sprouse behind the back dribble. Retreats back near midcourt. Sets up a screen from Whitaker. Sprouse looks inside. Left corner to ball. Weaves his way between defenders. Fall away banker. Won't go. Shot clock was running out. Rebound Army. Between defenders. Fall away banker. Won't go. Shot clock was running out. Rebound Army. And Scovins. Black Knights defense has been terrific as we come down to 5 minutes left in the half. Scovins. Lefty dribble to Curry on the right wing. Lachkowski inside to Scovins. Mismatch. Height-wise back to Lachkowski. A three off the back rim. Rebound. Tipped it. Height-wise back to Lachkowski. A three off the back rim. Rebound. Tipped into the hands of Sprouse. And American comes up with the stop. Army had the mismatch. Couldn't quite get the opportunity. Mayock on the right wing. Hands off to Stevens, who controls at the point. 4:40 left in the half. Stevens inside to Whitaker. Head fake and put it up off the rim and in, and the foul. It'll be and the free throw by Whitaker off the back rim. Rebound Curry. So American in the lead, 27-26, 4.5 left in this first half. Rucker on the left wing, back to Curry. Curry's been red hot. He's got 15 in this first half. Curry runs into Whitaker, and then a long looping pass to Barker. In the right corner, takes it baseline, finds Everson, turnaround, hook shot at short, Whitaker with the rebound. Hands off to Stevens, turnaround, hook shot at short, Whitaker with the rebound. Hands off to Stevens, subcourt to Brown, who was tripped up by Curry, who took a shot to the knee. Over on the turnover. And now down 5, the Black Knights with the ball back. Been a struggle tonight for both teams. Have gone stretches without scoring. Curry in the lane, floats up the shot, good. Now Army bidding for comes on for the first time in the second half for American, and the inbounds to Ball. Drops it back to Nausatis, who brings it across left to right, guarded by Rucker. Nausatis to Sprouse. Now it's Ball on the right wing, finds Sprouse, left wing three-point shot, good. And a beautiful play coming out of the timeout. Jeff Sprouse, who had the 4-point play in the first half, has his second bucket and now 7 points in the game. Allensbach holding up top, swings by Smalls, down low to Caldwell, left wing Scovins, Curry up top, can't find an open three. Nausatis down low to Caldwell, poked away from behind and out of bounds by Scovins. Set to inbound underneath a lob for Allensbach, guarded by Whitaker. Out to Scovins in the right corner, defended by Ball, spins right of the key, hook shot, oh, just rims out, and the rebound Ball. Right of the key, hook shot, oh, just rims out, and the rebound Ball. That was a beautiful setup for Scovins. Just couldn't go down. Nausatis brings it across left to right for American. Sprouse to Ball up top. Hands off to Smalls. Back to Whitaker. Now it's Nausatis. Smalls on the right wing. Sprouse right corner, a three off the side rim. Army with the rebound. It's Scovins. Right corner, a three off the side rim. Army with the rebound. It's Scovins. Ahead to Curry, who brings it across right to left for the Black Knights. Long three-point shot for Rucker off the front rim. Long rebound to Curry. Long three-point shot for Rucker off the front rim. Long rebound to Curry. He takes the three, and that's good! From the right wing, Ryan Curry drills it, and Army cuts the American lead down to just 3 at 46-43. 5 minutes gone by in this second half. Nausatis poked at by Rucker near midcourt. Whitaker given some room by Allensbach. Looks inside left corner. Ball gives to Smalls, back to Ball. Takes it in on Scovins in the paint. Head fake and then flipped over and down as Scovins gets called. In first place in the Patriot League standings. Allensbach. Right baseline, working his way in on Whitaker. Head fake, up with it off the glass and good. Allensbach's got 10. And Army looking with a win tonight would come to within a game of American with 3 regular season games remaining. Sprouse to Stevens, who pops out up top. Looks inside Whitaker, back to Stevens, broken up by Allensbach, who slaps it away. Looks inside Whitaker, back to Stevens, broken up by Allensbach, who slaps it away, gets it off to Barker, and Army able to come up with the steal. Scovins ahead to Curry on the right sideline. Under 6 minutes left in the game. Army with the basketball, down by 3. Curry up top. Takes it right wing, cross court Barker. Pulls it away from Small, Scovins right corner. Thought about a 3, drives in the paint on Sprouse, off the glass, no good, but the follow good by Allensbach. But before that, a whistle.
See in the perch.
Okay.
Having a friendly cocktail while watching you do the little ball. I mean, that would be the way to go.
We'll work on that. 10-point lead for the Eagles. Here just north of 4 minutes to work with in the first half. Speed. Now here's Illich giving it right back, and a whistle as Stemke took. Theodosio works it over to Commander. Illich puts it on the deck. With the elbow, works it back out. Now Illich takes it. Trying to go to work. Backing Whitaker in closer. Illich in some traffic. Whitaker playing him tight. Illich, though, able to come away with the bucket. Milos now away with the bucket. Milos now with 4 points.
Can't fault that defense by Whitaker. AU elects not to double team. Tough shot falls.
Whitaker's 6'9", 210. The senior out of New Zealand.
And a big knee brace he's got on. That'll hurt somebody.
Jones driving and scoring.
Real nice left hand, Greg Jones.
Scoring.
Real nice left hand Greg Jones has. Take it for granted sometimes how much he uses it. He finishes with it often.
7 points for Greg, back up to a 10-point lead for the Eagles. Illich looked to chuck it down, knocked away there. Illich looked to chuck it down, knocked away there by Whitaker.
Good job, Mason Whitaker.
Average, but the Eagles still have the 15-point lead.
A lot to be said for the refs letting him play this whole game.
Theodosio works it over. Quick ball movement. Commander. Now Stemke looking to buzz in. Theodosio, less than 10 seconds on the shot clock. Has it knocked away. It'll be out, and it'll be...
Full court press. They're over the top. Good job, Lincoln.
Eli in a bit of trouble, but Jeff will help him out. Whitaker asked for it, got it. Big fella gives it to Ball. That shot's up and it's good. Jeff Sprouse, third made up and it's good. Jeff Sprouse, third made three of the game.
It was beautiful. Catch and shoot. Ball handed to him perfectly where he needed to shoot. No dribble needed. Sprouse knocks it down.
So now Jeff sitting one away. Just a 43% free throw shooter. Gets his own rebounds. Long range style, that's up, no good. Racing in and grabbing it is long range style, that's up, no good. Racing in and grabbing it is Greg Jones. Greg pushing the pace. Sprouse. Here's Jones, Greg with Illich on him. Greg, acrobatic move, can't get it to go. Whitaker battling for it on him. Greg, acrobatic move, can't get it to go. Whitaker battling for it. There's Whitaker. From the corner, Greg Jones, that is Shorts. Leaping up on it. From the corner, Greg Jones, that is Shorts. Leaping up on it there is Cicero. Cicero takes it back from Speed, now gives it right back. There's Commander long range style. That's an air ball, and he'll hear it from. There's Commander long range style. That's an air ball, and he'll hear it from the Eagles faithful.
6 threes per game on average, fewest in the Patriot League. And Lafayette, 1 of 5 from long range thus far.
And what a terrific job in the second year Green Simpkins.
From long range thus far.
And what a terrific job in the second year Green Simpkins has done. First and former Maryland great, found a great home here at American.
Third turnover on Lafayette here in the early going. Americans yet to cash in on those Leopard giveaways. Mason Whitaker, the senior from New Zealand, giving AU some physicality and experience off the bench. Under 5 left in the shot clock. Stevens, step back. Rattles it down for 3. Improved his three-point shooting. High 30% range this year as a senior.
Veteran move there, knew where the shot clock was. Little jab step, got the defense away. Big finish.
American 3 of 4 from beyond the arc now. And Whitaker trying to track Vanderbilt.
Played at DeMatha, McDonald's All-American, and just a great fit here at American.
Nausatis. The Eagles scoreless for about a 2-minute stretch. Smalls looking to change that. Can't get the roll. And that senior trying to work with some of his young teammates. You mentioned a couple of sophomores, a couple of freshmen in that starting group, along with the veteran. The sophomores, a couple of freshmen in that starting group, along with the veteran Vanderbilt. They have shown potential here in the Patriot League. Wrap around for the Leopards. Phillips came out. And Army winning in double overtime, 116 to 110. It was 87 apiece at the end of regulation. The teams that certainly could score. Can Lafayette score here before the end of the half? Williams kicked, extra pass. Phillips got it off, got it in. Excellent execution. Just kind of a couple of stumbles in the paint and then checking it out. That's not a good sign.
No.
Tonight and for the rest of the year. Let's see if he can shake that off.
Let's hope. Certainly don't like to see him go down with injury. Certainly don't like to see him go down with injury. Or anybody.
Stevens battling on the floor.
Close games when you've got veteran players, you know, and a point guard like Elijah Stevens, and you're a good free throw shooting team. Those are the reasons you win close games, and American has those boxes checked.
Inside, Vanderbond working on Whitaker, gets that off the window. Third field off the window. Third field goal for the 7-footer.
Yeah, good patience that time, not trying to get it to the rim too quick, using that 7-foot frame against the backup Whitaker to finish the layup and play.
Stevens into the paint, trying to wrap it back for Whitaker, and that's Simpkins' team. Going to stay sole possession of first place of the Patriot League. Whitaker lost the handle, regathers, and his little shot over Vanderbond gathers, and his little shot over Vanderbond doesn't drop. Vanderbond, kick out, Phillips, a 4-3 for him. 3 for him.
Wow. And let's give Vanderbond credit again. He commands so much attention. Defense drops a little bit. Phillips get his feet set. Nice pass and catch finish for Lafayette.
Andrew Phillips, 4 of 5 from long range for the Leopards, and it's a 1-point game. Jones.
Number 1. And if you're Lafayette, try to get something going to the basket.
In for Vanderbond, for Williams, for the win. No, and AU hangs.
Everybody gets a seat in that little mini dance at the end of the year. And we've seen lowest seeds, Holy Cross, back in this building. I forget the year, but from the 8th seed to the NCAA tournament.
It can happen, and for Lehigh, certainly hoping that history will repeat itself. They'll make a nice run in the Patriot League tournament and come away with a different outcome this year. Now a fadeaway, a good jump shot from this year. Now a fadeaway, a good jump shot from Elijah Stevens. Give him a couple more. 25-23, the Lehigh lead. 3 minutes left to go. Now slapped off the glass. And so that Lehigh lead will extend by 1. It's now a 26-23 advantage. Stevens. The handoff back to Stevens as he backed down into the paint. Now Ball will jump and stop. Stevens with 10 to shoot on Knosman. Stevens straight flush from Elijah Stevens. Give him 7 on the afternoon.
That foul on Nosadas a little while ago was the 9th for the team. So the next one would be the double bonus.
Adeza trying to cut in. Swings it out to the senior Whitney Sidney, who can't fall off the rim. Swings it out to the senior Whitney Sidney, who can't fall off the rim. A rebound comes out to Stevens. Guarded by Adeza and Gillis. Mayock will cut in. Mayock thought about it from a distance, but decides to go in a big rejection from the Italians. Stallion, Alfredo Adeza. Gillis wrapped up by Whitaker.
Back, but it's also then, you know, if you're coming off illness, are you in game shape?
Stevens had that ball bounce multiple times off the rim and eventually found its way to the bottom of the cup. So a pair of free throws from Elijah Stevens. He's 2 for 2 from the charity stripe.
as is a couple of other Eagles. Now Adeza fires from a distance, but can't get it to fall. American back to a 2-point lead. It's 33-31 with just over 17 to play in regulation. A quick spring to Sprouse, and Sprouse was sky but can't get it past Ingram. Sprouse was sky but can't get it past Ingram. For Josh Ingram, that's his second block.
Followed by.
He's been very instrumental on this defensive game for Lehigh. A strip and a steal on this defensive game for Lehigh. A strip and a steal from Stevens. Stevens racing into the paint, drops it off for Ball. Can't fall off the glass, but Ball gets it off for Ball. Can't fall off the glass, but Ball gets it back for a 3 attempt. Swish from Lincoln Ball. Swish from Lincoln Ball.
How about the luck on that one? A beautiful pass to feed Ball. Couldn't get that reverse. That's all right. I'll forfeit the 2 points. He ends up hitting for 3.
Those in-game adjustments for Lincoln Ball. Now American with a 5-point lead.
Eagles.
Ingram the bounce in to Gillis. With his team down by 5 with just over 16 minutes left to go. A deep 3 from Benoit. Can't find the 15 minutes left to go. A deep 3 from Benoit. Can't find the cup. Stevens will get a screen from Whitaker. A spin move into the paint on Gillis. A bounce to Whitaker and well over the pack for Adeza, who just got tacked for that foul, as you mentioned, Matt, his 3rd. So the pair of free throws sunk by Alvey knots this game up at 36. The Stabler Arena crowd getting into the action now. Here's Whitaker and a handoff to Stevens. 12 to shoot for Stevens as he stops, comes back and puts up a deuce. Comes back and puts up a deuce to fall in and give American the lead at 38-36.
That's a shot from a senior. Calm things down a little bit.
Gillis a bounce to Alvey, who's been very involved in this game for the Mountain Hawks and has seen a lot of playing time this season. Off the back iron for Gillis. So a chance to add more is Stevens. Stevens dribbling with his left. Now cuts over to his right, a handoff from Whitaker. Stevens controlling this offense for the majority of this game for American. Here's Lincoln Ball. Ball in the paint trying to size up on Benoit. Doesn't have the size advantage on Benoit. Doesn't have the size advantage, so a rebound to Alvey and a quick up to Whitney Sidney. Here's a shovel pass to Gillis. Whitney Sidney corrals that loose ball. Gillis looking for an avenue, finds Whitlock, however. Swings it in the corner. Great ball movement from Whitney Sidney and a 3 put up, but no ball movement from Whitney Sidney and a 3 put up, but no good from Benoit, and a call.
Rebounding has come back a little bit. At times, American has been a good 4 or 5 rebounds more than Lehigh, but right now it's just a 2 differential.
A one-handed pass into the paint and a whistle screened by the official.
It was his fault it went out of bounds, but the athletic block on Alvey.
So Whitlock and Gillis with a head fake. 12 to shoot for the Mountain Hawks. Down by a point, 43-42 as Whitlock misses the first, so.
It was the last of the 1-and-1. Did not go. Still over 9 minutes to go. Both teams a little bit more in foul trouble the second half than the first. Certainly for Lehigh, they only had 4 in the first half.
Ball thought about it, now gives it off to Stevens. 7 to shoot for the Eagles. Takes it into the paint. A kick out to Mayock. 2 to shoot. Eagles as they go. Eagles as they go off the glass, but eventually run out of time. So either way, they would have lost possession. Now here's Gillis. A near steal from Elijah Stevens. A kick out to Whitlock, and now Ingram goes up strong. Gives them the lead with the pair. 11 for 19 from the line for Lehigh. Conversely, 7 of 9 from the charity stripe for the Eagles. Stevens almost fell down, reclaimed his footing. Ball gives it out to Smalls, and Smalls off of Ingram's left shoulder forces Josh Ingram.
Rogers, Mayock, Iturbe.
Take your pick. 53 to 48, the American lead as Whitney Sidney gives it off to Whitlock, who spins in the paint, and good defense. Now down to a 3-point lead. 5.5 left to go in half number 2. This spirited contest between American and Lehigh. A 3 clanks off the contest between American and Lehigh. A 3 clanks off the rim for Stevens. It's Whitlock with the ball in his possession. Tries to make a move. Stevens surveying the floor. Half screen applied from Whitaker. Here's Smalls now in the paint on Adeza, throws it up high and over.
Trying to draw contact, probably did. Trying to draw the whistle, did not. It's going the other way.
Gillis now with just under 5 to play. Whitney Sidney backing down on Nausatis. Here's Ingram, who spins, and Ingram puts it up with the right hand. Ingram puts it up with the right hand. Josh Ingram, give him 2 more. He's up to 8. And a 1-point Lehigh trail.
And Ingram really doing a nice job kind of being that post presence with Alvey with 4 fouls. Some of the other guys unable to play.
Smalls thought about going inside, gives it off to Whitaker, and now back to Smalls, the floater with the right hand. Now back to Smalls, the floater with the right hand. A little half rebound, put it on the floor by Ingram. Whitaker makes the second.
The only player with height really for Lehigh also has 4. So I think you take your chances, and you want to get rebounds, you want to protect the rim.
A 6-point game. Whitlock kicks it out to Gillis. Gillis hits! It's now a 3-point game. Stevens. Tough defense applied by Cam Gillis. Here's Smalls. Swings it off to Ball, and now Stevens again. 12 to shoot for the Eagles. Stevens will try step backs from 3, no good. Stevens will try step backs from 3, no good. A rebound to Whitlock with 1 minute and 10 left. Gillis cuts into the paint, kicks it out to Whitney Sidney. Euro steps his way in, finds the rim, and gives the Mountain Hawks 2 more.
Exactly what Lehigh wanted to do.
2 minutes and change left to play in overtime. Lehigh down by 6.
They trailed by 6 with about 1.5 minutes in regulation.
Ingram on the baseline. Dribbles it out to Adeza. Adeza stops, turns around, can't fall off the back iron. Adeza stops, turns around, can't fall off the back iron.
And that's what you're not going to get without Hank Alvey out there.
Another empty possession for Lehigh. Let's see if American can extend their lead in this overtime period. Here's Sprouse and now Stevens. Good ball movement from the Eagles as Stevens tries to cut in. Goes outside. Smalls thought about it, the left as he quickly shoots it off the rim. Tries to get American into a foul situation, but time expires.
Will open the door for him to go wherever he chooses. He said right now he kind of would like to go to Boston College.
Oh, wow. Congratulations to him. That's awesome.
That is. He's one of the best we've ever had for sure. Bucknell changing its defense. Josh Fulton, who had 4 exciting points against Navy on Saturday, all over, and he produces a turnover.
The 5th
Navy on Saturday, all over, and he produces a turnover.
The 5th turnover for the American Eagles. That's why Bucknell able to make this little run 19-8.
Mason out to their biggest lead of 11.
American turnovers and the Bison shooting percentage, 75%, as we talked about at break.
Williamson lost the handle against Mason Whitaker, and he'll go out of bounds. Back to the Eagles. Checked in, Terry. He's 6'9", 220, a senior out of New Zealand, and he only averages about 0.3 of a point a game, but he did what he needed to do.
He did right there. He used his body well against Noah Williamson.
Wow, speaking of using your body well, what about that, Wyatt? Your body well, what about that, Wyatt? Not
yeah, after the turnover and miss out of bounds play, Bucknell just didn't look like they were ready to play defense, and American just took advantage of it on that possession.
So back the other way, there's a 3 by Williamson. Rims in, comes out. He had hit 9 straight. There's a 3 by Williamson. Rims in, comes out. He had hit 9 straight threes over the span of the last 4 games. Didn't take one against Navy. It's his first miss. He had tied the great Mike Bright earlier in 9 straight threes. So the Eagles after the timeout, now within 9. Whitaker, not necessarily known as a scorer. Ball had the ball knocked loose, another turnover. Not necessarily known as a scorer. Ball had the ball knocked loose, another turnover, number 6. Bosco lost the handle of the ball back to number 6. Bosco lost the handle of the ball back to Nausedas.
Yeah, Bosco just trying to do a little bit too much with a 1-on-3 sort of opportunity there.
Nausedas catch and shoot 3, a little too hard on that, and Spadone gets the rebound. Catch and shoot 3, a little too hard on that, and Spadone gets the rebound.
Yes.
So Eagles playing with a depleted lineup. Karen Angel, their fine communications person, telling us now a little run and jump defense on Edmonds. He'll spot Fulton underneath the ball. The in attendance here, they are giving Matt the what to.
On an orange out night, they're all looking good, and most of them in orange.
Williams back on the floor for Bucknell. So is Spadone, and he falls, and they're going to call a trip on Whitaker. And that will take it and just be good sports. Yeah. That's just my feeling. And we'll leave it live. So Bucknell gets it back after the lead cut to 10. Tipajai had good position on the guard. Ball. Spadone. Good defense by Michaels. And
pump fake, and a traveling violation called here. American making a move right here. Got 2 free throws on the technical foul. They're within 10. This is an important couple minutes for them.
Mayock hit those free throws, by the way. He has 5. He hit a 3 earlier, the only 3 made by the Eagles. Bucknell 1 of 2 from deep. Ball, who had the game-winning points against Lafayette, missed that, but Whitaker gets the offensive points against Lafayette. Missed that, but Whitaker gets the offensive rebound.
Yeah, Whitaker using his size and his strength to get in there and get involved in the rebounding.
Nice move by Nausedas. Throws the ball, nearly stolen by Bosco.
Real good job getting into that paint area.
Eagles have 7 on the shot clock. Smalls back out there, gets to Mayock, and Mayock
rating the travel.
Both of these teams have battled injury. We mentioned Whitaker, he's playing now, but he had missed most of the last 2 years, the New Zealand product. He's out there right now. And of course, Bucknell without the services of Ian Moda. Pat O'Brien is out. Williamson falls down and looked like a swarm of bees. O'Brien is out. Williamson falls down and looked like a swarm of bees coming on him to tie the ball up. Possession arrow to Americans is not playing. Matt Rogers is on the bench with 2 fouls.
Yeah, lots of early foul trouble, Matt Rogers. So that's really affecting Americans' offense.
Michaels, who had that really good defensive play, sets a screen for Mayock, but he didn't see behind him as Edmonds goes down hard. And now he gets up limping, but Eagles get it back with 10 on the clock. And Edmonds still comes in defensively. And Bosco is swiping at the ball. 4 seconds, 3, 2, Smalls at the buzzer, rims in, comes out, rebound fought for. 2, Smalls at the buzzer, rims in, comes out, rebound fought for, and Bucknell will get it.
Yeah, Bucknell doing a great job there. At one time, the ball was triple teamed. American.
Bucknell wearing the orange tonight for an orange out. Got the guard on the big man. He pushes off. Bosco hits the shot.
He is just a guy that I've been just amazed at the last 5-6 times I've seen Josh Bosco play in Soika here. He's just really come on, particularly in Patriot League play.
He had 12 points last time these teams met. A 10-point victory in overtime for the Eagles. There's Michaels. Nice spin move on Noah Williamson. Williamson moves his feet, and Michaels gets the shot, and Whitaker couldn't quite secure the rebound. And Michaels gets the shot, and Whitaker couldn't quite secure the rebound.
Whitaker making his presence known, though. He's in there battling at both ends of the floor, giving the American team just some toughness.
Second rebound of the first half for Williamson. He's been averaging a double-double, and now Edmonds goes down hard for a second time.
On the pass,
they want to keep it close here.
Yes, they do, and a sign of a good veteran team, which they are, is winning close games, and they've done that. A good veteran team, which they are, is winning close games, and they've done that.
And boy, what a great job by Williamson challenging Mayock on the shot. He knew he had to shoot it quick because the shot clock, but he didn't foul him, and he got his third rebound.
He didn't foul him and then went back and recouped the rebound.
So Bucknell back with it, trying to once again gain its biggest lead. Bison have led by 8 or more against every Patriot League team this year. Home and away. Bosco snookers everybody with the layup.
It just looks so comfortable.
With the layup.
It just looks so comfortable out on the floor the last 5, 6, 7 games.
He sure does. He's been playing his best. The co-captain out of Milton, Ontario in Canada with the Putnam Science Academy here in the States. Bucknell has doubled up his Eagles squad again without Greg Jones. There's a lower body and ankle injury. They hope to get Jeff Sprouse back. He's only played in 9 games this year, started 8 of them. 6 on the clock. Whitaker left wide open, shoots the 3, and it's short, and Williamson gets one of his easier rebounds. Wide open, shoots the 3, and it's short, and Williamson gets one of his easier rebounds.
Yeah, Bucknell's got that high shooting percentage of 66 at the break there, just because they're getting excellent shots, scoring in the paint area, and taking good care of the basketball.
Yeah, last dead ball is 20 points in the paint. Bosco scored in the paint. Good ball movement here as Williams back on the floor for Bucknell. He was battling a little flu at Navy. He'll go with the pass to Bosco, and the ball knocked loose by American. Flu at Navy. He'll go with the pass to Bosco, and the ball knocked loose by American.
There we are complimenting the Bucknell offense. We got a turnover.
Be the 7th for Bucknell, 9 for the Eagles, but the Eagles haven't turned it over here in a few possessions. And here's Nausedas with the 3, and he'll miss everything. Boy, he's going to hear it from the crowd. 3 attempt this year by the senior Whitaker out of New Zealand. He's 0 for 1. Bucknell has not used the use it or lose it timeout yet. Coach Griffin trying to direct the offense as Edmonds back on the floor. Bucknell only 1 for 4 from deep. Bison shot 45% in the first half, over 50% against Navy. Here's what a save by Beachhead. 10 to shoot for Bucknell. American in the passing lane, so Bosco running into Mayock. Fading shot, no good.
The first
to Mayock. Fading shot, no good.
The first offensive kind of poor possession by the Bison right there as far as lately. That's good job by the American defense.
Ball just throws it up, and just like in the winner against, he got that game-winning push shot off a great feed from Rogers a couple of games ago.
Yeah, the shot clock is off, and Bucknell's going to kind of end up using it the whole length of the clock so American can't score. Right here is what Coach Griffin, I think, is looking for.
I have to see if Coach Griffin uses the use it or lose it timeout, and they will.
He does.
Coach Simpkins used his earlier, and he passed away last August. He was a longtime Atlantic Coast Conference official. He coached the North Carolina Little League team to the Southeast Region Tournament. Unfortunately, they didn't make it to Williamsport, Pennsylvania, up the road here, but He was a great man. Williamson goes down. Edmonds with 2, goes to the glass, couldn't get it to fall at the buzzer.
Yeah, not
2, goes to the glass, couldn't get it to fall at the buzzer.
Yeah, not sure what happened there.
It's the assist to turnover.
Yeah, that's good basketball, and hopefully teammates finding each other and guys starting to really understand their role at this point in the season.
Buckdale playing confidently. McCreesh goes to the floor, score. And he'll miss it, but Josh Fulton attacking and getting a foul.
Yeah, no. Rogers might be called here for his energy. He's got nice athleticism, nice body, and if he plays within himself, he could be valuable for the Bucknell team down the stretch here.
Edmonds missed the 3, but another foul.
For the Bucknell team down the stretch here.
Edmonds missed the 3, but another foul. This one on Iturbe. And
to find the gaps and just kind of pushing them out.
Bucknell inbounds the ball. Edmonds with the high kisser off the glass.
Yeah, nice move. Yeah, nice move. Avoiding the Whitaker coming in there trying to attempt to block. Edmonds did a nice job getting that high off the glass to avoid the block.
Bucknell out to its biggest lead, 23. Remember, American playing without the services of Elijah Stevens today. Greg Jones, nice jumper by Rogers, left it short. And Ajayi above the rim. Jones, nice jumper by Rogers, left it short. And Ajayi above the rim. It's that rebound. Bucknell, of course, without the services of Ian Moda. And Naceda Davis Gym in 1939, and it was the Eagles that Bucknell beat in 2003 in the final game at Davis for opening years. And alley-oop to Williamson, and he'll draw another foul. This one on Whitaker. Williamson hits the second free throw, so he has 13 points tonight. Noah has 8 rebounds. He's looking for his 9th double-double of the year. Most of them in the Patriot League. Bucknell has its biggest lead of 24 now. Mayock back on the floor, nice screen. Pick and roll, no pick and roll, but Mayock with the fader couldn't get it to fall, and Williamson, Mayock with the fader couldn't get it to fall, and Williamson gets another rebound.
Yeah, they're just not shooting the basketball well, and give credit to Bucknell's defense. American came in here 44% shooting, #1 in the Patriot League, averaging 72 points a game. They're 40 points away from that right now with 11 minutes to go in the basketball game.
Creesh off the mark, Williamson!
Minutes to go in the basketball game.
Creesh off the mark. Williamson scores, and he was F-O-U-L-E. 6% holds. It will beat the 1964-65 American team for team free throw percentage. That's pretty special.
That is nice when you can count on going to the line and, for the most part, making 3 out of 4 no matter who you put on the line. That's important and helps you win those close games that we've talked about earlier.
Smalls gives it up to Rogers. He's hit a couple of threes tonight. There is Smalls. He got his shot blocked by Fulton, and Josh can't believe it. He gets called by American against Bucknell 3 weeks ago. Bison trying to even things up with Army at 7-4 in the Patriot League. Second place. Pull within a game of the Eagles. Right now in first place, but right now, American's 7-game winning streak looking pretty desperate.
It doesn't look good for the Eagles in their 7-game winning streak, and we'll maybe talk a little bit more about that towards the end of the basketball game.
Nice pass to Fulton. Fulton will go with the easy layup, but it was set up by Noah Williams. Noah
Williams driving in there, draw some attention, and created that gap a little bit that Fulton was able to take advantage of.
Nice step back 3 by Rogers, but good box out by. Nice step back 3 by Rogers, but good box out by Fulton.
Yeah, 4 guys boxing out in there. It was all 4 orange inside as far as the rebound goes there. Good job by the Bison.
Rogers has 9 points. He's made 1 of 4 threes. I said he made 2 earlier. Williamson double teamed in the paint, had the ball stripped, and then he'll get fouled. Williamson wasn't happy that they was year of his career. No doubt it's because he's completely healthy. He has not been completely healthy in his first 3 years. He also, by the way, is 9th in the country in minutes per game. And even last dead ball, he had played 25 minutes, which is a little fewer minutes as Spadone couldn't get the shot to fall. And Iturbe will come in and get it. It's Spadone couldn't get the shot to fall. And Iturbe will come in and get the rebound.
Yeah, this might be an opportunity for Coach Griffin to rest Bosco a little bit. I know he would probably like to be out there for 38 minutes or so, but with the lead, well, he's coming to the scores table again. So I guess I should have checked over there before I started talking about him getting a rest. Listed 6'6" size.
And Pip Ajayi too at 6'7", but he can leap out of the gym. Now Sadis with the three. Too hard. Long rebound, and Fulton gets another. Sadis with the three. Too hard. Long rebound, and Fulton gets another rebound. McCreesh is open, launches the three. Bingo! He has been red hot from deep lately.
Yeah, they're feeling it. The Bison, the offensive flow tonight has been very good, and seems like everybody seems to be getting in the groove a little bit.
McCreesh now was 12 of 17 from three in the last handful of games, and Jaden Williams nearly got a steal here. Whitaker, nice pass to Iturbe. He'll go the line as Pip Ajayi will get whistled for his third. Had not missed back-to-back free throws, but a guy came in off the bench and missed back-to-back. I don't know if American, with its good shooters, are going to miss two in a row, though. A little full court pressure behind the Eagles. Of course, don't want to beat this horse, but a lot of guys injured and out with illness for Coach Simpkins' American team. Of course, Bucknell has played a Patriot League year without a senior in Ian Moda, who had been averaging 10 points a game, 6 to shoot for Bucknell.
And with that being said, Doug, you got to give Bucknell some credit for staying focused. You know, coming out on the court, what we think is going to be a victory with the 71 to 43 point lead right now. But yeah, that's the thing. Could have easily kind of said, okay, they're missing this guy, they're missing this guy. This guy's sick, and kind of let up a bit, but they didn't. They played really hard tonight and very efficient offensively.
And I talked with Coach Griffin earlier as this ball is going to go in the backcourt. It'll be a turnover. 29-point lead here today.
Yeah, you can still get some, obviously get a lot of positive points out of the game tonight, even as we mentioned several times about American not being their full-strength team. But Bucknell, again, very efficient, take advantage of the film and saying, look, no matter who's playing defense right here, we did this right, we did that right. As far as taking who's playing defense right here, we did this right, we did that right. As far as taking care of the basketball and finding shooters.
Well, Samuels draws another foul. Transfer from Vanderbilt. This will be team foul number 8.
Is very, very happy with the progress he made playing against these guys every day.
Samuels hits both free throws for his first 2 points. He played in the win at Bender by 3 points on Saturday. Eagles right now with 2 minutes left. Here's the 7-game winning streak going to come to a close. And as you said, Coach Griffin has been able to get a lot of bench minutes. Not have to run his guys because they have a big game at Army on Saturday. 5 to shoot. Williams will get it to McCreesh. He's going to have to let the shot clock wind down. It'll be
basketball there, and therefore American shuts down the Bison offense.
Bucknell with 13 turnovers, but the Bison have done a much better job limiting turnovers during this. Now it's going to be the season-long 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, taking good care of the basketball and taking good shots.
There's a good shot by Michaels. He had a career-high 13. There's a good shot by Michaels. He had a career-high 13 in the very exciting win for American over Lehigh. They're going to be playing at Lehigh coming up on Saturday. Wonder if American will have a full roster for that one.
Wonder if American will have a full roster, and Lehigh has picked up some good wins lately. So again, this Patriot League is all over the place. You know, people were excited about, Colgate people were excited about their basketball team again. Colgate people were excited about their basketball team again, and all of a sudden they've lost a couple in a row. So Patriot League will be up for grabs, and you want to get those top spots so you can have some home games.
Turbe,
you want to get those top spots so you can have some home games.
Turbe has hit a couple of threes today, but he'll miss that one. Under a minute left, and Bucknell will try and use up a lot of this clock.
Had a nice conversation with Coach Simpkins before the game, as I said, and just talking about NLI and stuff. He's very excited about his freshmen that he has, or his recruits that will come next year and be freshmen. I think he's the kind of guy that likes to build the recruits that will come next year and be freshmen. I think he's the kind of guy that likes to build the team from, you know, high school and up. He's got a lot of connections in D.C.
There's a Turbe, gets one high off the glass. Turbe gets one high off the glass. So Julian Iturbe now has 9 points tonight.
And Bucknell will be able to run down the clock. It's 16. Coach Griffin over there saying just hold on to the basketball right here.
So Bucknell going to win its 3rd game in a row for the first time this year. No better time than early February to start stacking wins.
Yes, right? February, good time of year to get
over 5 minutes. Army was 1 for their last 7 before Rucker just made that shot from the field.
McCarthy, 22 for Army. He's a good-looking young player.
He's coming off a big game against Colgate their last time out. Allensbach works it out now. Here's Caldwell. Allensbach, bounce pass, Scovins, who's going to...
As always.
Eagles right now with Stevens, Jones, Mason Whitaker, Ball, and Smalls out there. As Whitaker gets the ball, he tumbles down to the floor from Westchester, Pennsylvania. Had a 14-point game in their win over Colgate. He really stepped up, sunk it from three-point range. Made 4 threes in that game. Stevens.
He's got a mismatch. Big man on him.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Creates a little space. Eli, arcing shot off the back end of the rim, no good. Creates a little space. Eli, arcing shot off the back end of the rim, no good. Whitaker gets the rebound.
Good job, Whitaker.
Smalls, he's got some space, puts it up, no good. And this time the rebound. He's got some space, puts it up, no good. And this time the rebound will come for Scovins.
Cold shooting both ends of the floor.
Here's Rucker. That rattles around, no good. Here's Rucker. That rattles around, no good. Trying to keep it in. Able to do so, but getting it into the hands of Stevens. Eli chucks it to Ball. Eli wide open. He'll put it up and swish. Stevens with... It's being looked at by the trainer.
Every time Rucker seems to shoot the ball, I think it's going in. He's got a good stroke. A few not fall so far, but...
Here's Allensbach as he drives, works it around, no good, rebound, Ball. He drives, works it around, no good, rebound, Ball. Athletic move there behind the back for Stevens. Eli orchestrating, now from the corner. Smalls unable to get it to go. Stevens ding. Now from the corner. Smalls unable to get it to go. Stevens gets the rebound.
Second shots. Times long three-point shots lead to long rebounds.
Here's Greg Jones, puts it on the deck, works his way in closer as it dances home, and Ball out there right now for AU.
Oh, 2 misses. It's a
3-point game. Army as a team, 34% from three-point range and have chucked up over 550 of them this season.
Taking a lot of time off the clock.
15 seconds to play.
I would take the 2. I don't know why you're going to rush and
here's Rucker.
Yeah, there we go. Good timeout right there. Now you almost have to take the 3.
Hewitt
shooting by the Leopards hasn't been all that good, but you know they've gotten good looks. They're just not finishing. And out of the timeout, they're man-to-man. I thought for a moment they might be playing zone.
See Mason Whitaker for the first time. Nice drive inside, tough shot, and a good bucket. Side, tough shot, and a good bucket. Basket by Greg Jones. He's got 8.
He's one of those 6'6" lanky players. He's got guard skills.
That's Mason Whitaker now on Vanderbond. He is 6'9" out of New Zealand. Chaikin will give it up, 10 on the shot clock. Williams, Caleb. Caleb wants to go. Step back and no, not quite over the front of the rim. Step back and no, not quite over the front of the rim.
Oh, he had a matchup, but again, the length of American. Look at the quickness of Stevens.
Wide open Jones. No, doesn't get it. Chaikin will run it down.
But supremely experienced. This team is going to be tough in March. Wow. In March. Wow.
Basket is good. The Leopards now down 4.
Official, not I mean, Patrick Stevens, who's sitting to our left, might keep like dunks as an unofficial stat, but no, it's not an official stat. Here's Woodward. Mason Whitaker has checked into the game. Wide open long-range style. That's good. Three-pointer from Chandler Baker is style. That's good. Three-pointer from Chandler Baker is second make from beyond the arc in the game. And it's a 31-23 Raiders lead.
Baker with 8 points.
Whitaker Chucks it over to Stevens. Eli thought about launching, instead looked for Whitaker. Mason does corral it, gets it right back to Stevens. And a whistle there as Eli got going.
You won't want to miss. I mean, AU does a real nice job. You got the game at 2. They do a reception at 4:30.
Third, you have to exchange pleasantries.
Coming off a loss. And most of the players are 10-2.
Whitney Sidney taking his show, so to speak, and you're going to have people asking you questions and things you really don't want to talk about. You really don't want to be there, but you have to make it look good.
Yes.
So hopefully they don't do that, right?
Correct. Last 3 years, Dan, since I've been doing the color with you, they've won that game.
Yes.
So it's been a nice dinner for Coach Brennan and Coach Simpkins.
Here's Iturbe. Julian puts it on the deck as he drives in, puts up the runner off the mark. Loose ball. Okay.
That travel could be called a lot, okay? But you just slid the pivot foot a little bit.
Nalcedis tight on Gillis. Adesa. We'll check that Benoit. Now here's Whitlock. Long range shot is up, and that's good. Shot is up, and that's good. From the corner, Nasir Whitlock with his first points of the game. Big basket there for the sophomore guard.
Suddenly it's back to a 6-point game.
Looking for the answer, Stevens. Too strong off the back end of the
point game.
Looking for the answer, Stevens. Too strong off the back end of the rim, and the rebound for Conniff. Whitney Sidney slings it over. Gillis will take it back as he's tripped up, gets caught up there with Whitaker. 6 minutes here in the first.
And Dan, you said it, 2 of 2. It's only taken 2 shots.
Here's Gillis working it over. Adesa. Long shot is up there. That's off the rim, no good. Long shot is up there. That's off the rim, no good.
Shot looked good, just didn't hit it.
Here's Mayock. Ball slings it over. Quick ball movement for the Eagles. Greg putting it on the deck, going to work in the paint, navigating, staying with it, getting it to fall. Nice job. Nice job there of Jones to tie the game at 29.
Might have got hit on the elbow, too. Nice job, Greg Jones.
Playing now with 7 points. Whitlock. Now Alvey. He'll put up the J. Mid-range style. Now Alvey. He'll put up the J. Mid-range style. Can't get it to fall.
Elijah pushing it.
Stevens driving, shooting, unable to get it to go, but does drop.
The guards for American have done some solid job. A solid job, including Elijah Stevens, who leads the way. 6 points, baseline, Stemke on the attack. Jumper won't fall. Points, baseline, Stemke on the attack. Jumper won't fall. Offensive rebound, Milos Ilish. Nice feed from him. Big men who can pass. Feed from him. Big men who can pass. We're seeing it in this game.
Yeah, not a great shot there, that fall away baseline shot, but go and get an extra possession. The brothers are both in the game, offensive rebound, and they really pass the ball well. Cut when they catch the ball around the basket. Good things happen.
Stemke able to lay it in, give him 5 to pace the Hounds thus far. Entry there and a turn to pace the Hounds thus far. Entry there and a turnover. Speed racing back. Can't get it to go, but he'll shoot 2. Elijah Steve
would even throw into those turnovers, and they've led to easy runouts for American and easy baskets.
Lincoln Ball getting a nice hand from some of his teammates on the bench. Why not see if Loyola can use this last 3 minutes and 15 seconds or so to get this back down into single digits. Stemke for Commander. Tyson goes up off the glass and down. Up off the glass and down.
Needed that basket, cuts it to 10. A couple of stops here, try to get a little momentum going into halftime.
Commander now with 5. Speed and Stemke also have 5 to guide the way for
League 3-1 as we sit here today, and You know, I think Jeff Woodward and Matt Langle and crew certainly have, you know, the experience and you know, preseason pick to win the league. But I got to tell you, this American team might just be starting to hit their stride.
And Mayock hitting his stride and hitting his stride in this one. A third triple for him.
Right on cue. If he's their, you know, fourth option, then they're really in business.
And Dwayne Simpkins talking about him, saying he's too good to be scoreless in games as he's been the last two. Got 100. Brennan in the corner comes in and gets fouled. Jump started again. Again, for a guy that had a career high 27 last game, the sophomore has been shut out on this night. See Whitaker trying to defend against me. Back for Stemke. Trying to get it back. How about Samuels with good hands? Another guy providing quality minutes for AU. Pushing this group. Lob for Stemke. Great athletic grab. And able to lay it in. Top bench scorer in the Patriot League. 13 points per game. Career high 25 early in Patriot League play against Lehigh. Deliberateness here from American. 7 on the timer. Mayock into the paint. Great hesitation and hit.
If I'm American,
the paint. Great hesitation and hit.
If I'm American here, I keep going to Matt Mayock. Try to get his confidence off the charts with a road win here, making some baskets. Because if he's humming on all cylinders and shooting the ball well, they really have a dynamic offensive attack.
Trio of threes, and then that tough two down the lane. Theodosia trying to get it back for Milos Ilić, and his little fake outfoxes Whitaker for the layup.
Every time they touch the ball around the post, good things happen.
And that's been the case for this group in the paint. Americans still with the advantage there, 26-24 in points in the paint. And now Whitaker, road win for Army at Lehigh over the weekend, and Lehigh was without all-league player Keith Higgins. Still, Army looking strong. Solid win for the Black Knights. And as you talked about, Mo, feels like it's going to be a rugged year in the league with teams beating each other up. Mayock lost the handle. Commander with another steal. His second of the game. Ilić. Kick out. Gibbs. Got it. Good looking stroke for the
drive and a willing passer. As I said, good things happen when those two twins touch the basketball around the rim.
And shooting wise, 6 of 13 from long range. Whitaker trying to put it up and around with some strong minutes off the bench. 3 points, 2 rebounds, assists, a steal. On the drive, that's Matt Gray. On the drive, that's Matt Gray, sophomore from Ashburn, Virginia. Can't knock it down. Whitaker got Cody, freshman from Woodbridge, Virginia, checking in. Certainly a promising player for the future for the Hounds. Able to get the rebound. Promising player for the future for the Hounds. Able to get the rebound. And tied up, held ball. Gonna come up a little bit short.
I think when Loyola staff watches the film and sees the good parts of this game where they played really well, those two guys got a lot of touches, and I think they're going to have to continue to do that throughout the season.
Stemke leads the way with 11 on 4 of 11 shooting. And again, hoping to build it back up. Then they won't get a third straight home win. Then they won't get a third straight home win. And foul underneath.
That's a lot of years with Dave Paulson. Let me tell you.
You only did four, right?
That was the max.
You said sentenced to 4. Did you not say that?
He's listening and rolling his eyes right now.
Point guard Mo Cassera for Dave Paulson at St. Lawrence.
A little St. Lawrence connection here. Coach Leffler, former graduate assistant at Blue, another guy, St. Lawrence, talked to him before the game today.
Thinking of those old ties up there. Thinking of those old ties up there near the border.
Yep.
Near the water. Hey, you're saying about snow in Hamilton. How about your old institution?
Ice.
Final stretch here. And getting your fast starters for the year, including the preseason player of the year, Lex Tarian, but they found a way to get through. And an American team down a couple of key performers, and Jess Sprouse and Colin Smalls on this night. American gets...
I can see AU's point. Maybe they thought Williamson was inside the three-point arc there. You know, not the three-point arc, but the arc inside the hoop. That can't be in that. But it wasn't really a charge he took. It was more of a push-off on Rogers. It's a tough call. His fourth.
The stretch with Matt with 4 fouls.
And we were told Eric Michaels is on a limited basis on his minutes, so that's a good point there.
Biziak unable to control it. Biziak unable to control it. Ball brings it back down the floor. Back to Stevens. Now Eli gets going. Pivots. The Turbe has it knocked away, but stays with it.
They just reset now. It's something.
And as Eli tried to put on the accelerator. Whitaker. Now here's Stevens. Eli.
Whitaker wants it.
Smalls, a Turbe. In a lot of traffic. The big fella turns it around at Shorts. Whitaker gets it back to Ball. The big fella turns it around at Shorts. Whitaker gets it back to Ball. Lincoln goes up hard, gets it to fall, and draws the foul.
How about? Didn't look good there, but look who gets the rebound.
Mason Whitaker.
Making his presence felt.
Here's Stevens. Eli slings it over. Smalls puts up the 3. Can't get it to fall, but a whistle. It's like Spadone. 6:44 Bison lead.
That to me is the biggest downfall right now for Bucknell as a basketball team. Being able to knock down 3-point shots. We haven't seen it.
Jaden Williams had a 3 earlier in the game. McCreesh also had one. Here's Stevens with the J. No good, and a whistle. Also had one. Here's Stevens with the J. No good, and a whistle.
Elijah misses.
Takes his time. That one off the mark. So now he's 3 for 4 this season from the free throw line. But it's a 1-point game. Bosco slings it over. Biziak, too strong. Whitaker.
Active?
Yeah, I was going to say, the presence he's bringing, the active, both the physical and mental components of it.
And he's been with the program for a while.
He has. Senior from Cust. That's New Zealand. Here's a Turbe. To a cushion, and they haven't let the Eagles grab it since. Knocked away here. They haven't let the Eagles grab it since. Knocked away here, and another whistle.
They called Colin Small free throws.
So lead back up to 3 for the Bison as Lincoln Ball checks back in. The Turbe out. 8:35 to work with here in regulation.
I got to believe Rogers is going to check back into this game shortly, too. I wouldn't keep him sitting that long.
Here's Stevens showing off that athleticism. Now Ball with Biziak on him. Slings it over. Smalls. Colin, long distance. Airmails it. And it'll be collected by Smalls. Collin, long distance, airmails it. And it'll be collected by Williamson.
Both teams struggling behind the arc.
Ball trying to seal off Biziak. Taken away here by Ball trying to seal off Biziak. Taken away here by Stevens. Eli the other way, lays it up and in. Stevens with a nice play. The other way, lays it up and in. Stevens with a nice play. The steal and the score. Pulls the Eagles to within one.
By Elijah. It was really, really nice. Got in the passing lane, anticipated steal as fast as anybody. Gets an easy layup the other end. Williamson gets bailed out on this end. Had nothing. They call a foul on 11 on the clock.
Here's Whitaker. Mason. Now Turbe. Julin launches and hits. Big time shot there. Launches and hits. Big time shot there from the freshman. First points of the game come at a pivotal point, and the Eagles back with the lead.
What a big time shot from deep. Those are the fouls that you cannot afford.
Doing was working, and just about nothing the Eagles was doing was working. But
need
that
to get
is
a quick hoop here.
Turned. Biziak. Ball trying to point it out. Now Bosco, quick ball movement. Edmonds trying for the extra pass. Biziak can't get it to fall. Out, and there's Greg Jones for the extra pass. Biziak can't get it to fall. Out, and there's Greg Jones collecting the basketball and a foul. Here with 39.3. Edmonds. Bucknell needs a quick hoop. Puts up the runner, no good. Rebound, Greg Jones. Puts up the runner, no good. Rebound, Greg Jones. He's quickly fouled. Now the Eagles starting to.
Thing that Navy has to avoid. They're only up 8, and I'm sure American feels like they should be down by 15.
Also, Ed Tuchel is able to bring back Keogh and Bonini after that timeout. Jack Badali out for his first appearance. Pinnock on the right wing, bounce pass inside. Keogh spins baseline, comes back up and under, looking for some room to take the shot. Shot was affected there for some room to take the shot. Shot was affected there by Mason Whitaker, 6'9" senior from New Zealand, who has not played much for AU, but with Keogh out there, they go to Whitaker down low, and he gets a defensive stop. Stevens, top of the key, off the screen, coming inside. Smalls in the lane, no good. Keogh with the rebound. Smalls in the lane, no good. Keogh with the rebound.
There's a possession of zone defense from American, but now on the miss, they got to go man-to-man. So watch the action defensively for American, whether they're in zone or man.
Pinnock in the right corner. Now dribbles to the wing, looking inside. Pull-up jumper for three. It's no good. Keogh, though, with the offensive rebound. Pull-up jumper for three. It's no good. Keogh, though, with the offensive rebound. Keogh double team, trying to get free. Madali on the wing, driving inside the lane, backing down Stevens, and he had it knocked away.
But that's a grad senior, an older guy making a good play there against Madali. Madali's just go up and hit that little jump hook.
Yeah, good call there, as we saw in the replay there by the officials. Stevens in the front court. Mayock spinning in the lane, looking for some help, and he traveled with it. One for their last 7 in a 2-minute and 49-second scoring drought here for Navy. They still lead at 28-20.
American in the zone defense here, like a 1-3-1, but disguised as a 2-3.
Bonini a three, it's no good. Ball with the
disguised as a 2-3.
Bonini a three, it's no good. Ball with the rebound for AU. Into the front court, Stevens on the right wing. Ball, right corner. Ball in the drive, Mayock gets it to Stevens on the left wing. 18 to shoot. Ball hands it off for Mayock. Little stutter step move, top of the key, going in, lowering the shoulder against Bonini. Gives it to Stevens for a left wing three. That's off the mark. Renstrom with the rebound for Navy. To Stevens for a left wing three. That's off the mark. Renstrom with the rebound for Navy. Both teams struggling a little bit here on offense these last couple minutes. Renstrom on the left wing, driving in, and he is fouled on the drive. Ball got a hand on him. 8-26 lead here for Navy.
Well, he just looks like a different player. Draper's playing at a level that is even beyond last year. He's doing the things that I think just make him so effective in this Patriot League.
Ball into the front court, hands it off for Sprouse. 50 seconds left to go in this first half. Sprouse on the left wing, now driving to his right, cut off there by Benini. Back pedals, gets it to Whitaker, hands it off to Sprouse, a left corner three. It's good. Sprouse finally hits one. It's good. Sprouse finally hits one. He was 0 for 5 from long range until he knocks that one down. Excellent shooter. Sprouse on the season at 36% from long range.
2 possessions in a row, 2 threes. So that's some confidence going in the locker room if you're American.
5-second difference, shot to game clock. 19 on the game clock. Benini on the drive, right of the lane. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Keogh, though, with the rebound. He's hounded. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Keogh, though, with the rebound. He's hounded, still has the basketball, and he gets fouled from behind by Ball. That was more like a frustration. But
Aiden still made it.
Keogh's free throw off the heel, no good. Aiden 1 point away from a career high. Stevens in the front court. Navy by 8 as we near the 12-minute mark. Jones on the right wing, now driving to his left in the lane. Bumped by Draper there. And a foul called on Donovan. That'll be
an offense. Navy's got to do a better job defensively, 1 possession at a time. But give credit to American. They've changed their game plan a little bit here in the second half, kind of driving the basketball much more than the first half.
Stevens, top of the key, looking backdoor, gets in the corner. 3 on the way from Smalls. Back rim, no good. Draper with the rebounder. 3 on the way from Smalls. Back rim, no good. Draper with the rebound. That's 7 for Donovan here in this one. 59-51, Navy with the ball and the lead here. Cam Cole's checked in for the first time. Draper in the lane, coming to a jump stop on the right elbow. Gives it up for Benini, right corner. Driving to his left, Austin in the lane, kicks it back out for Draper. 12 on the shot clock, Draper on the drive with the right hand, left it short. Contact, no foul, it goes to Stevens. On the drive with the right hand, left it short. Contact, no foul, it goes to Stevens, back the other way for AU.
Yeah, surprise, no call there.
Now that AU sideline has been vocal, they get a no call on that one. Jones on the jump stop, right block, looking for some help. Flips it back out for Stevens, who didn't see the pass coming, but he's able to chase down the loose ball. Stevens, shimmy, shake, left to right. Now back to his left, and an illegal screen on. Will inbound it.
Shot clock was off, I think.
Carnegie Johnson into the front court. Mids lead it by 14. 7:40 to play. His pass is intercepted. Mids lead it by 14. 7:40 to play. His pass is intercepted. Looking for Kim, 2-on-1, back the other way. Smalls takes it inside, and he is fouled by Johnson.
They've been in this situation where they've had a lead and had to make some big plays in a winning situation.
It's Navy basketball here. Full court pressure here from AU. Well, Ed DeCellis told me, we talked about this leading up to the Coppin State game in the pregame. He talked about this team's got to learn how to win games. They've been in a lot of close games, but they have not been able to win a lot of those games. And here's an opportunity here. Draper on the right wing extended. Down low for Aiden Keogh. Keogh with 8 to shoot. Backing in against Whitaker. Benini right baseline. Jumper on the way, it's good. Fadeaway on the way, it's good. Fadeaway baseline from Benini. He's got 13.
He only has 13, but how many of his buckets have been like at big moments? They've like needed a shot or the shot clock's winding down.
Smalls from the foul line, it's good. Smalls with 18. Smalls from the foul line, it's good. Smalls with 18 to lead AU. 67-54 Navy. Benini on the right wing, Kim. Down low, Keogh. Posting up on the right block against Whitaker. Takes it baseline, up and under, double team comes, and he's fouled. And you wonder, well, it's working tonight.
2 in a row.
2 in a row. 4 of 7 from the foul line. New career high for Aiden Keogh. He's got a double-double tonight, 17 and 10. Jones kicks it out. Stevens, a left wing 3. Spins out, no good. And a rebound. Stevens, a left wing 3. Spins out, no good. And a rebound down low for Donovan Draper. That's 8 boards for Donovan.
I think Benini dislocated something on his left finger. It really hurt.
Biggest lead of the contest here for the Mids, up 15. 6:10 to go. Kim, top of the key, right of the lane, on the right wing now. Picks up his dribble, and Navy calls a timeout here. headed into this game. We mentioned it at the start. A lot of positives, even though the record didn't match those, and those have come to fruition here tonight. Fisher nearly knocking that ball away. Stevens now into the front court. Nalcedis kicks it out. Mayock, three, gets stuck in between the rim. Just do get the ball into Mayock in the corner. Mayock spinning back to his left, lays it off it. They glass it in. They glass it in. Matt Mayock, just his second field goal. He's got 4 points. Draper, top of the key. Draper on the drive, inside. Everybody was hoping that Fisher took a shot there, hoping for the triple-double. Benini with 12 to shoot, left of the lane. Austin looking for some help, gets it out for Cam Cole. Cam with the crossover dribble, spinning in the lane, right-handed jumper, glass no good. And the rebound from the lane, right-handed jumper, glass no good. And the rebound for AU.
We're going to have to remind the offensive coordinator, John Perry, when he comes over to see us that, we got to give him a signal when there's a possible record.
Benini.
We got to give him a signal when there's a possible record.
Benini knocks the ball away from Stevens, saves it in play as well. What a great play by Austin Benini there on the defensive end. .90 seconds to go in this one. 76-58 Navy. 10 to shoot. Austin Benini, top of the key. Open to the corner. Pinnock a three. Got it. Jordan Pinnock. Jordan Pinnock has 9 points. That's his first three. Mids 5 of 14 from long range. And the Mids lead by 21. Stevens, cross court, Mayock. Iturbe on the drive, spinning. Pinnock knocks it free. Loose on the drive, spinning. Pinnock knocks it free. Loose on the floor. Pinnock's got it. Gets it to Cam Cole. Mid's going to empty the bench here in the final seconds. 50 seconds to go.
That sums up the night, too, Joe. First on the floor, Jordan Pinnock, loose ball. You bosses, and just, again, this team gets some confidence in them, and they got a chance.
Miles Howard in as well. Burnett gives it to Christ. 15 to shoot here. 40 seconds to go. Gabadon on the drive, and he is fouled. Rattles around, and it's good as well. Nalcedis into the front court. 30 seconds to go in this one. Iturbe, top of the key. 16 on the shot clock. Nalcedis, nice little crossover move, taking it inside, and a rejection by Gray. The freshman over move, taking it inside, and a rejection by Gray. The freshman from Rockville. With the rejection, Navy can dribble out the final seconds on this one. They'll end their 6-game losing streak, but more importantly, they'll get win number 1 in the Patriot League. They open the...
And you hit it spot on. Mayock playing with 5 points. Eagles lead up to 3. Mason Whitaker's checked in for the Eagles. Retriever's able to net the bucket.
It's way too easy.
Retriever's able to net the bucket.
It's way too easy. Took it right to the hole and then dished it off.
Tunis already has more points than his per-game average coming in. He has 5, averaging 4.
Whitaker checks in for the Eagles.
Nalcedis also on the floor. Smalls. Now here's Nalcedis. He's going to unload. Nalcedis also on the floor. Smalls. Now here's Nalcedis. He's going to unload. Shot. Little too strong. And the rebound comes for Jordan. Going to unload. Shot. Little too strong. And the rebound comes for Jordan.
Nice job, Lincoln. Ball back tapping. Ball back out. Off the missed shot. You can't convert.
Valentine. His shot is short. Valentine. His shot is short. Whitaker pivoting, looking.
No rush, still got 12 on the clock.
Nalcedis chucking it across the floor. Here's Mayock One more pass. Now Smalls back over to Nausedas. He'll put it up and buries it. The freshman with a three, and the Eagles add to the lead.
Very confident player, Nausedas is for a freshman. Good to see him hit that three.
I'm surprised he had any number. Could have just been letters.
Just saw they had them all back in Chicago. And all I thought was Tony Kukoc looks old. And then I thought so is everybody else.
Funny how that happens.
Putting over at Olney, where LaSalle up by 2 at the break on FDU. Over on North Broad as Iturbe lets this three fly. It's a dud off the back of the rim. North Broad as Iturbe lets this three fly. It's a dud off the back of the rim. But Eagles able to get the offensive rebound and keep the possession alive. Davidson leading Temple by 4 over at the Liacouras Center. That Iturbe pass ends up off of Fleming, and Johnson. A little bit of drama between Rick Barnes and Dean Smith for the ACC tournament. Smalls on the cut.
Well, no secret that ACC coaches.
Smalls in and out on this free throw, so 1 of 2 trip, and Mekhi Johnson down with the rebound for St. Joe's.
Ooh.
Simpson wanted the pick and roll for Fleming, throwing the ball.
Ooh.
Simpson wanted the pick and roll for Fleming, throwing the ball all over the place. Another turnover.
Hawks have had stretches where they do turn it over a lot, including in the Charleston game.
And that was their 8th already of this first half.
That's way too many for a team that's really not pressuring the ball a whole lot.
Mayock long on the triple. Simpson able to
ball a whole lot.
Mayock long on the triple. Simpson able to grab the weak side rebound. Hawks only have 1 field goal attempt since coming out of that timeout.
Reynolds was fouled trying to get through the lane. I think Smalls. Alford denied.
Well, it was earlier, the first couple minutes of the broadcast, I believe.
It was warm enough today up here to maybe squeeze in a few holes.
And unseasonably warm, 56 degrees at one point. Reynolds back of the iron. At one point, Reynolds back of the iron.
My clubs are in the bag room for the season. Probably.
To dismay of our broadcast audience everywhere.
Yeah, because they're tired of watching.
Smalls telegraphed it, threw it right. Smalls telegraphed it, threw it right to Simpson. Johnson filling the lanes, got that blocked by Jones, but a foul. And to stop the game. Ooh. In and out, Samuels. Simpson, last gasp here, and got that blocked, but a whistle and foul. Nobody goes there anymore, it's too crowded.
When you get to a fork in the road,
take it. There were a few of those. Yogiisms, not forks. Whitaker with the shot clock inside 15. Sprouse, a little 2-game, in and out. And Sprouse, a little 2-game, in and out. And has really yet to find his rhythm from the outside. Has missed all 3 of his attempts.
You know, we talked about the Hawks' turnovers, Matt, in that first half. In fairness, a lot of combinations tonight that really haven't played together all year.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The ball
Good
movement's
ball
still
reversal.
there.
Simpson completes it with the 3. 7th made 3 tonight for the Hawks. First one for Derek Simpson, who now has 9.
Well, after a week of final exams, I think the Hawks are passing how did we do in practice exam with flying colors. Because they're not playing with any of the sluggishness that they displayed in the second half against Charleston.
Fleming just
Any of the sluggishness that they displayed in the second half against Charleston.
Fleming just got a 3rd block. Smalls, that's over the basket, not about.
That's a first-team All-League kind of stat line right there.
And you're shortchanging him. He's got an assist, too.
Well, also has 2 turnovers, but
right.
We're not going to, expect perfection.
Here he is again. Spins the 3 off.
Perfection.
Here he is again. Spins the 3 off. Makai Johnson, the offensive rebound. Shot clock back to 20. Reynolds probing. Ajabor, 1 dribble and right through the 5.
Short hopped Rasheer over there on the sideline.
11th Hawk turnover. Now over and only LaSalle still down to Fairleigh Dickinson as Whitaker misses this layup here. To Fairleigh Dickinson as Whitaker misses this layup here. Davidson leading Temple at the half. Simpson a rise, 1 at a second. Simpson a rise, 1 at a second. Richmond and William and Mary tied at 38 late first half. UMass up 5 on Northeastern at the break. And GW a 12-point lead on Lafayette at halftime. SLU hosting Wofford. Loyola Chicago against Canisius. And VCU New Mexico. Mayock getting a corner look, cashes in. Corner look, cashes in.
Right in front of his mom watching in the corner. Another former women's basketball player at Hawk Hill, Alec Burns.
Been lead on Canisius.
Loyola coming off a tough neutral court loss in Milwaukee.
To San Francisco, right?
San Francisco, a game they led most of the way.
Malik Thomas had something like 35 or something.
Yeah, and the transfer guard from Drexel, Justin Moore, is injured for the Ramblers. Whoa.
Iturbe missed the 3.
Whoa.
Iturbe missed the 3. Simpson down with it.
Nice pass.
Fleming, excellent find from Simpson and a two-hand fisted finish. And a two-hand fisted finish.
Hawks happy to trade baskets with the Eagles here, but I think it's important for their psyche to kind of keep this margin and finish a game in semi-blowout fashion. I don't say that in a way that conveys displaying any run-it-up poor sportsmanship, but the Hawks have not played well down the stretch of some games recently, and they need to prove have not played well down the stretch of some games recently, and they need to prove to fight another day.
It's like
Hawks holding their largest lead here, 5.5 to play.
Joe, it's like my 6-year-old and 4-year-old comparing boo-boos.
Yes. Got your Christmas card, by the way, and I'll say what I do every year, which is...
It's great they look like their mother.
You have lovely daughters, and you're absolutely correct.
How long have we been working together where I know what's coming before it's actually coming?
I also have 2 lovely daughters, and only one of them is fortunate enough to look like their mother.
Whitaker.
One of them is fortunate enough to look like their mother.
Whitaker missed the turnaround. Down to 5 minutes left here in the second half. Sure, Emily and Lizzie both excited to be home for the holidays.
They will be.
Simpson got both, 13 on the night for him, the 4th Hawk in double figures. Along with Haskins, Fleming, and Reynolds. And there's Simpson. And there's Simpson looking for an encore. There it is with the tomahawk.
No second.
There it is with the tomahawk.
No second thoughts on that one. Oh my goodness. Hawks now up 35, their largest lead of the season.
Derek Simpson, that one will be on highlight reels for a long time. Iturbe with the kick out. Sprouse missed the 3. Iturbe with the kick out. Sprouse missed the 3. It's almost walk-on time, Joe.
Agreed.
Finkley still yet to score.
Matthews here in this game, able to get his first points of the season. 88-52, Eagles in control, less than 4 minutes to play. Whitaker. Here's Iturbe. Noah Jones rolling it to Whitaker. Mason back out to Iturbe, trying to get it down to Noah Jones. And that's going to bring the Patriot League. 88-52 the score here. Eagles up on Notre Dame of Maryland. Jones, turnaround shot, gets it to go. Nice job, turnaround shot, gets it to go. Nice job there, Noah Jones with his first points of the season.
Looked comfortable doing it, too.
In some traffic, shot is short.
Then he gets a rebound.
He gets the rebound. See if maybe get him a shot or two. He has the ball right now, Holland does. As he dances with it, feeds off to Nausatis, back over to Holland. As he drives in, looks out.
Well, he got away with the walk. But
as Jones turns it around in some traffic, it's short. And coming away with it is turns it around in some traffic, it's short. And coming away with it is Matthews.
Oh.
Airmailed big time, and Holland.
Oh.
Airmailed big time, and Holland will grab it. Bringing it down the floor. Looks over. Wide open is Samuels, off the rim, no good. And wide open is Samuels, off the rim, no good. And the rebound for Long. Nausatis, Samuels, Jones, Whitaker, and Holland out there right now for the Eagles, who are looking to get their fifth win. Here's Holland.
Job.
Pivots around, dishes to Whitaker. Mason hit a lot of traffic, and there's a tie-up. We're going to say it's a
celebrating with their teammate.
Eagles up 40, have dominated the second half. Had only a 3-point lead midway through this one. Long range shot, that's off the rim and no good from Sheik. Long range shot, that's off the rim and no good from Sheik.
Only 18 points scored. Second half for Notre Dame.
Holland.
It's crossover, spin move, turnaround,
Turn
fall
around,
away.
shot, can't get it to fall. Whitaker gets
move, turnaround,
turn
fall
around,
away.
shot, can't get it to fall. Whitaker gets the rebound, back out to Holland. Shot, long range, style, it's good. It's good.
And he gives the 3 down.
Holland with his first make from long range.
And he gets a steal.
Range.
And he gets a steal, hand in the lane.
Quickly ahead to Nausatis, able to slam it back.
We're going to count that as a dunk? I'm just curious. I think so.
Kind of, I'll go for it, right?
Did
I don't
the
know.
right hand. I mean, with his right hand.
I mean, you can argue.
And they're hustling on the floor.
Samuels getting it over to Holland, and we're going to say dunk. You don't like that? You don't think dunk?
You got it.
Okay, you don't think so. All right, that's cool. That's fine. Hey, you're the Hall of Famer.
Oh, no. I want to give the kid.
That's fine. Hey, you're the Hall of Famer.
Oh, no. I want to give the kid all the credit he deserves.
Here's Samuels as he gets going, navigating. Had a little dipsy-do going, navigating. Had a little dipsy-do there, Samuels did. 11 seconds separate game clock from shot clock as this one winds down.
No foul.
There's Sheik. That shot is up, no good. And there's Sheik. That shot is up, no good. And Whitaker going to get his hands on it. Good. And Whitaker going to get his hands on it.
Just hold it out now. Just hold the ball.
Here's Nalcedas. He had a good game. Holland also came into the contest, made his presence felt. Eagles got off to a slow start in this game, led by only 3 at the half, but
it's like Splenda. None of it's really as good. You know, yeah, it sweetens it a little bit, but sugar's better.
Claude. Yeah, putback is in. There's a... Yeah, putback is in. There's 100. The putback is in. There's 100. And it's the walk-ons into the game now. That's John Holbrook, the freshman from Hickory. His first career points. And those points have put Carolina in the biscuit zone. A basket, John in the biscuit zone. A basket John Holbrook will never forget out of Hickory High School here in North Carolina. Still on the floor. You got Claude Powell.
He's like, hey, what did Hubert Davis say that got him back in the game against Kansas? Well, they really started to figure it out defensively. How can you put it together for 40 minutes? Because there are some vulnerabilities on the offensive end, but Carolina's got to be good defensively for a full 40 to realize their potential.
43-34 in the first half, 59-19 in the second. This has been the Carolina wrecking ball they were hoping to see. This has been the Carolina wrecking ball they were hoping to see. And here is the freshman male, Gaithersburg, Maryland native. He's thinking about a step on.
Such a threat.
Throw some mail on that biscuit, John. You absolutely walk off with a basket. That is really cool. Carolina connection. His mom, Kim, by the way, also a Carolina alum. A minute to go as Claude muscles his way in. I gotta do one thing before this game ends, by the way. We gotta wish Jackie Manuel's wife Rhonda a happy birthday. Jackie showed you earlier in the game. And the Carolina captain, national champion. Americans here because he called Jeff Lebo and said, hey, we need a game. Can we come to your place? And a couple of weeks later, they're looking for games. Jeff Lebo said, can we come to your place? And a couple of weeks later, they're looking for games. Jeff Lebo said, we have an opening. So they got to go here. And American comes here on Jackie's wife, Rhonda's birthday. Rhonda still works at the university remotely, has a job at UNC. So Jackie said, I have to keep upping the ante on the birthday.
The head coach.
This may be the best one yet.
Head coach Dwayne Simpkins, first time being back here since the early 90s. Head coach Dwayne Simpkins, first time being back here since the early 90s. He played here as a Maryland player. So that's cool. Right? Yeah, it's a special place for people to come and play, and to bring your team here, it's special.
Holbrook will collect the rebound.
Special.
Holbrook will collect the rebound, and North Carolina absolutely bombarded.